Hey, we're live. That was quick. Didn't take as long as I thought it would to go live. Well, welcome back to the channel. Anybody who's here, and thanks for coming. See, we got two people. It's got to be Zach and somebody else. Anyway, sorry about last week. I just wasn't feeling good, so I skipped my live. Should be having another one possibly this weekend because I'm hopefully going to be back out working on my car again. The one you see in the picture right here, because that's the way it still looks right now. I I think I got all the parts I need for it now. I got the new starter to replace the broken one. I got hoses to replace all the old hoses because I didn't trust them. The only ones I didn't buy were the heater hoses, and maybe I should have because I hear those go out. Like they go bad right by the connection to the car. But yeah, so I should be working on that again this weekend. That is the plan anyway. We'll see how it goes. Have to go in and get a couple of crowns put on my teeth tomorrow, so that may slow me down tomorrow. But yeah, who all's here? Say hi. Mm, burning rubber. Yeah, it's it's been kind of a slow week. Just been working all week. I haven't really gotten anything done this week. Ordered some parts. One of the things I ordered off of eBay was coming FedEx, and somehow, hey, barbecue Mike, they managed to deliver it to a different house that's on a different street, and it had the correct address on it. So I don't understand that. That's that's just par for the course with me and FedEx. They must not like me, or they're just really stupid. So luckily today, the person who they delivered it to brought it to us. Um, she said she was sorry she didn't get it to me sooner, but that's fine. She brought it to me. That I had no idea where it was. I didn't recognize the house because when they dropped it off, they left. They took a picture and they sent that as proof of delivery. And I'm like, well, it's not proof of delivery if it wasn't delivered to the right house. It's proof of we left it somewhere. Now it's your job to figure out where we left it. And my favorite is they left it at my side door. I don't have a side door. I also don't have stone wall work at all. And that it in the picture you can see the stone work on the wall at the bottom, the base of it. Mine is concrete. So I was like, I don't know where this house is. I have no idea. I looked up. I went up and down the road a little ways to look around to see if it was any of the neighbors' houses that I on my street. On the road labeled Smith Lane. Because that's what it was, but it ended up on another road that didn't even start with an S. I don't remember I'd have to look it up. I don't even know what the name of that road is, but I know it's not the same. I know it's not even close. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's McDonald Drive. So somehow they screwed up Smith Lane and McDonald Drive. How do you do that? So I mean, they're not even close. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. But I got the part, and it's just the undercarriage. It's the cover. It's not a skid plate per se, but it goes under the engine. And this car didn't have one, and it needs one because it keeps the dirt from coming up in the engine bay. That's why this engine bay is filthy. And once I get everything out, I'm gonna clean it all up. And and trying to get help from FedEx online and everything was ridiculous. Oh, we're looking into it. I'm like, it's simple. Have the driver go back to where he dropped it off and bring it to me. It's not hard, but that's impossible for them to do something like that. It was. I finally, when I got it and found out I had it, I just messaged them and said, "I've got it. You guys can quit worrying about it because you screwed up." But the one I got's plastic instead of that cardboardy, fibery, papery stuff that Ford uses. I don't know what it really is. I don't. It rips really easy. It doesn't last. But this one came and it's got It's got like holes, little not holes, but panels you can remove, so you can do the oil change without taking it off. Whereas the stock one, you have to take it off to do the oil change. And I read all the reviews from people, and they all said, yeah, it works great. Panels come off, you can get to your oil filter, and you can get to your oil and change it all without having to drop the thing every time, which that's pretty nice, because after you've taken them off so many times, they quit liking to go back on. It says it comes with hardware too, which is good, since all the hardware under my car was missing because it wasn't there. Wow, people are just dropping out. I think it's like in and out, in and out. People come in, they drop out. Anyway, so live tonight's not anything special. I'm just, sitting here. I pinned the link up at the top of the chat. If anybody wants to join the live stream, just remember I got to see your face and know you before I let you in. But it's middle of the week, so I got 2 more days of work, and this week is just going super slow. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready to work on the car, because I can't seem to ever get the energy up to do it after work at all. Come home, make dinner, have dinner, and then by that point I'm tired and I don't want to do anything else. And lately I've just had appointment after appointment after appointment, so I don't have time to do anything. It's like go to work, go to an appointment, then get home late. It makes it even worse. And tomorrow, same thing. So that's the way it is. Other than that, Mustang is still sitting in the back of my trailer. Haven't brought it out yet. Haven't done anything with it. Yes? You need something?
I thought the meat was still in the water.
Nope. I took care of that earlier. Anyway, yeah, so Mustang's still waiting for me to get the Focus done so I can get the Mustang into the garage. And, I am enjoying kind of driving the truck to work and back. It's comfortable as hell. But the fuel for it's a lot more expensive than the gas was for my car. So even modified, even when my car's modified with big turbo on it, it'll get better gas mileage than my truck does. What's up, Car Mom? You working right now, Mom? I think you were, because you're in here. And I missed your live earlier because I think I was at work. I've watched part of it. I haven't gotten around to watching the whole thing yet. I'll get to it. I've been really busy. But I want to watch the quesadillas, how the quesadillas are made. And then I saw Mach 1 had a live stream today. I missed that one too. Came on YouTube to to get ready to do this, and I see all these pop up. I haven't been really on YouTube today, so miss a lot of stuff, work and all. How it goes. Keep me busy though. But just saying hi to everybody. Yeah, it's been a slow, long day today. I have been noticing though that, so I sit at a desk and I do drawings on a computer, and I do that all day long. And right here, I'm getting a pain, and it's because it rubs against, like, it rubs on the mouse pad when I'm using my mouth. When I'm using the mouse all day long. For some reason, it's just been rubbing lately really bad. You can't see anything. It doesn't look. It's not even red, but it hurts. So, like sort of a touch as I sit here and touch it, and I don't know why. It's something new. Something else. I guess it's just part of getting old. Everything hurts for no reason. So, how were those quesadillas? I think that's what it was. Was it quesadillas? Do I have that wrong? Could have it wrong. What has to be done to the Mustang before spring. I didn't think anything needed done to it. It looked pretty nice. Now, are these, hey, Barbecue Mike, are these things that need to be done to the Mustang or things you want to do to the Mustang? Because that's two completely different things. Because I got all kinds of things that need to be done to my cars and things I want to do to my cars. The needs are what leads the pack now. YouTube. I'm having trouble finding YouTube. What the? Fajita quesadillas. Steak fajita quesadillas. I found it right as you typed that up. Yeah, I watched the intro to it, and that was about as far as I got, and realized I had some other stuff to do before I could come online tonight. So I haven't been able to watch it, but it is in my list of things to watch. What's up, East Coast Ken? How's it going? Well, I appreciate that, Ken. So how you doing on your subscriber count? Last I saw, you were in the mid plus 900s. Looked like you were doing okay. He's almost there. Things. Oh yeah, those are all things that need to be done. Yeah. Now, is that an electric seat or is it a manual? Because if it's a manual seat, that's weird that it doesn't move. Windshield washer motor, those are fun to replace. Radio, I just go aftermarket on those. Oh, electric. So the motor's probably burnt out. Oh, congrats. Okay, yeah, congrats on that. Yeah, I finally did it, but for me, the East Coast, for me, I got all my stuff with shorts. That's what was doing it for me. Shorts and more shorts. So I have the subs, but I have nowhere near any the watch time I need. It's not even close. Not even close. It's over 1,000 hours away because I don't have enough long form videos out there that people want to watch, apparently. Like I have a 3-year-old video that still gets the most watch time and watch hours, and it's the long tube header install part 2, and it doesn't get a lot, but it still gets more than my others. Let's see. Where am I at now? Oh, I hit. I'm at 1,140 now. Just got to there. But like I said, watch hours. Like I have 803 watch hours in the last 28 days, but hardly any of those count towards my watch hours. We will get there in time. I do it for fun too, because if I didn't, I'd been doing it for almost 4 years now. I think 19. I started in January of 19 is when I started doing YouTube. Anything related, yeah. I'm only at 2,472 public watch hours, which I was at a couple days ago, and then it dropped down to 68, and then it's back to 72. You know, because as a day drops off, that you had a lot of watch time, you lose it. You know, I did hit 5,000 watch hours total. That's like total watch hours. I got that achievement on my what's that, the page on the YouTube Studio on the main page. It showed me that, but only on the computer, not on the phone. I found a place that does custom exhaust, so I might get electric cutouts. It already has a switch by the fog lights. Hey, why not? It's your second channel. I walked away from a monetized channel just shy of 2 subs because it wasn't what I wanted. Started fresh with it. What was your old channel? Is it one I used to watch? Maybe. Was it not just not what you wanted, like in theme? You couldn't have switched it up, or I don't know. I guess it's hard to rebrand a channel after it's been going for a while. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe I'll just turn mine into a lifestyles channel, and maybe I'll just start doing reaction videos to other people's videos and just make money off that by sitting there and going, wow, stuff like that. And millions of subscribers doing that, I guess. Maybe I'll turn myself into an AI version of myself, so it's not me. Go-karts and mini bikes. Oh, and you couldn't have transitioned that over, eh? And changed the name of it without losing all the subs. That kind of sucks. And it's too bad that kids grow up too. I mean, sometimes I wish they wouldn't have. Other times I couldn't wait for them to. And I don't think either of my boys know how to drive very well, really. But I don't know if anybody's seen. Actually, I don't know if I've posted it yet. I have a new short, and it's a 73 Vega wagon with a 75 front end on it. And the grandfather built it, and he probably had help from his grandson, I think, but his grandson's driving it. And the thing is a beast. It's white and gray, and it's really cool looking, and it sounds good. I'm pretty sure it's got a big block in it, like a 400, like a 440, or all I know is it's a big block, and it sounds great. And when it takes off, it does wheelies, and it does nice big smoky burnouts. And I have shorts coming up that have it in it if I haven't posted one yet. I thought I did, but maybe I haven't yet. Let me look. Content. I know I just uploaded like 10 shorts uh to be released over the next couple days. Let me see. Fox Spy Gen 3. Nope, I have not, it looks like. Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. 73 Vega wagon with a big block. First run. Yeah. It did pretty good. It got 3.8 thousand views. But the thing is sweet looking. But it's all good. Painted the golf cart at work from my short today and have been doing used car lot jobs too. What? Well, I was just at work all day, just sitting there doing drawings, trying to figure things out to make sure I got it right. And yeah, that was what I did today. And tomorrow I've got to go to the dentist after work and get a couple of crowns put on. I guess I got a couple broken teeth. So, and Friday work again. And I think my last day of physical therapy for my back. I'd love to be enjoying days off. So last week, Sunday, I should have worked on my car, but I just sat in here and watched YouTube all day. Seriously, that's all I did. Um, just could not. Every time I'd get up off the couch, I just did not feel good. So, but now that I got all the parts that I needed, ready to do this engine swap and get it done. But I think it's going to take longer than I want it to because I got to get the engine and transmission out, which isn't the hardest part. Then I got to clean that whole thing up, and I mean, like really clean it. So, yeah, you just worked a long week, didn't you? I think you worked a pretty long week. Yeah, you just came off a night shift too, didn't you? You have to transition back to day shift for your next shift, I'm guessing. Why you can't share anyone out? Not sure what you mean by that.
Mine doesn't let me share no Where it says share, I don't have an option to share. It just says copy link. That's all I'm getting.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean on YouTube?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yes.
They may have
This
changed
has
some
been
things.
going on since I created this new one because my other one got complete boofed.
Oh,
Because,
I know the YouTube app just updated and they changed my library to the U page and okay, Ken, have a good one. And I kind of like it, but it's set up differently. So now I got to learn where everything is. They made some changes. They made changes to the subscribe button, so it on apps it'll like if people ask you to subscribe, it'll make a animation. Same with the like button, you know. But I did notice it wasn't working on mine. But when I hit the subscribe for somebody testing it, it did the little animation when I hit it. I'm like, okay, that's for young people because I could care less about those animations. But you know, I guess they're just trying to get, YouTube's trying to get people to subscribe to people so they can monetize, so that YouTube can make money off of them, more money than they're making now. That's the whole thing. So what's everybody else been up to? Surprised I don't have anybody else up here on the panel tonight. Only been live for 21 minutes. The usual crowd of people that come in here and get up on the panel haven't come in tonight. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot to talk about this week. I was just trying to make sure I didn't miss another one this week. I skipped last week because I just didn't feel like it. I was not feeling great. Ooh, hot cocoa. Are you at home right now, Mike? Or are you on the road? I am drinking a whiskey sour because I wanted to. Days of recovery day? Yeah, I bet. You've been working some long days. You leaving me, Blue? You hear Mama's got food, so you're leaving me. Yep. So my dog heard Mom opening something that sounded like food, so she got up and walked away from me. Just to go in there and try and French vanilla hot cocoa. Oh, sounds like that'd be good with coffee. The last thing I had to drink last night before I went to bed was coffee. Good too. I've forgotten how good it is to drink coffee in the evening sometimes. It's enjoyable. I enjoy that first cup I have in the morning too, like even at work, because I don't drink coffee until I get to work. Dale's Adventures. What's up? Hey, to each his own. I do love me some. I do love me some coffee. I enjoy the taste of it. And generally, I drink it just plain, just black coffee, and I like a medium and light roast in the mornings and a darker roast towards the evenings. But mainly, I just stick with one anymore, and it's a medium roast. But when it's fresh and it comes right out of the fresh cup, it's hot, just not quite hot enough to where you can't drink it, but hot. It just smells, and it's the aroma and the flavor. It's just really good if you got a good coffee. If you need crappy coffee, no, but good coffee, it's just really good. But I drink it at work, and it's not quite as good as if I drink it when I'm at home and not having to work while I'm drinking it. I think that's part of it. Oh, I should not be that tired. I did not do much. I didn't do much physical today. I was sitting at work. It's not even that late. It's only 8:20. I swear my son said he'd be in here tonight, but I haven't seen him yet, so still waiting. He may have forgotten. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's good too. I haven't done that in a long time. I used to do that on brisket too. When I'd make a brisket, coffee was in my rub. It I think it does pretty good on a brisket. I think it kind of helps break down the meat a little bit too. Let me see if I can get hold of kids, the boys.
Yep. Just tried it on my phone. They changed it how you do the creating the
told you.
post.
They changed the app
it.
on us yesterday.
Yeah, I went to go create a post, and now I have they want one of the three options: video verification, or something else, and something else after that. For
Yeah.
the creating a community post. That's why I can't create anything. I can't post.
Oh, yeah. Create a short, upload a video, go live, or create a post. That's normal for me. That's been that way for a while. But I know when you're under so many subs, it doesn't give you all the options. I did find that out. I mean, in a long time, I remember when, creating a post wasn't something I could do because I didn't have 1,000 subs. Oh, yeah, Michael Downey. That's, using coffee in a rub as a rub or in a rub works really well. It's a nice flavor. It's not going to taste like coffee. It's not. Yeah, you don't need much. But like I said, when I do it, I do it on when I was smoking brisket, and I haven't done that in years, not since the price of brisket skyrocketed. I remember buying briskets cheaply because they were the cheap piece of meat that nobody wanted. That tells you how old I am. I mean, it wasn't even, but maybe 10 years ago it was cheap. I could get a 16 to 18 pound brisket up to a 20 pound sometimes for less than $50 easy. I think the most I used to spend on brisket was between 25 and 30 for a nice size, without too much hardback on it. But I haven't done that in years, and I don't see the prices of it going down ever again. So, yeah. Well, we just lost a bunch of people. Messaged my son to see where he's at, but he didn't answer. Yeah. Let's see. Nope, nothing. He hadn't even gotten the message yet. His phone must be dead again. Or I am messaging the wrong, I'm messaging the wrong phone number probably. I thought I got rid of his old one. But I may have missed it. Because he had a temporary number for a little while, and I was using that. And then no, he's not even getting his messenger messages. His phone's dead. I should have known. He's bad about keeping it charged. Ring and pinion setup? How's you mean ring and pinion in the rear end or ring and pinion steering? Which one?
That makes sense now. My channel is only a month old. That's why. Because I created the second to like last week of September. That's why.
What up, Mike?
Oh, not much. You
Just
hear
hanging
me?
out? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just got my earbuds in, so I was just making sure you can hear me. That's all.
Oh no, hear you loud and clear.
Okay. Good.
You driving right now, or are you resting right now?
No, I stopped driving since 2 o'clock this afternoon because I'm doing a recap.
Oh,
I only got X amount of hours to drive, and tomorrow I get back 7 hours.
hmm.
I got to drive an hour south of Juliet, Illinois, to go pick up a load to take it back to the yard, and then I go home.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No,
So, when you mean ring and pinion, you talking about for your rear end?
who?
Never mind. That was Michael that asked that question. He said rear end already. I am slow, Michael. I am so sorry. I was seeing your name and I was reading that text and putting it as one thing. And I've done the rear end before, but last time on my S550, I had another company do it because I didn't have the tools I needed to do it. So I had a transmission shop do it for me. They can be a pain, that's for sure. I know that.
Right. Yeah, springtime comes up. I'm gonna take it Mustang down to a uh, a buddy of my wife's because he owns a shop. He's had the shop for probably about 35 years. I'm gonna have him go through the car and inspect the car, make sure
Yeah.
that she's roadworthy for long trips for next year.
Ah, put an 8.8 and
So,
an 87 drop top. Shouldn't be a problem if it's a solid 8.8.
was it a 4 cylinder?
What's that?
Was his son's car a 4 cylinder?
No, he said it's an 8.8 rear end and his 87 drop top Mustang LX.
Okay.
He got an 8.8
His
from
son
his
had a
junkyard.
4 cylinder.
Oh, 4-cylinder? Just because it's probably a V8. I would think. If you're going to put an 8.8 in it, I wouldn't do it in a 4-cylinder myself.
No.
I think those came with the 7-inch.
Yeah, 4 cylinders came with 7.5 rear end. That's
Is it
what I remember.
7.5?
Yeah.
I thought it was just over 7. I didn't realize it was 7.5. It's that it was a 2.34 banger before, and it's a V8 now, I'm assuming. And yeah, it's from what I know, it's not that hard to do that swap. I think you have to have different axles though. I think the axle teeth is a different. I think it's different, but I don't know. The person who could answer that question is not here, and that would be Ford Blue Gauge. He would know.
Oh yeah.
I, on the other hand, do not know. A 347 stroker with a turbo. Okay. Have fun with that. Is it a manual or an automatic? If it's a manual, I feel bad for him. If it's an automatic, that's good. The only reason I say that is because I have a manual, and it gives me nothing but problems with a boosted car. I mean, it might not be as bad if I had a turbo on mine instead of that Whipple, but yeah, the fun stick. I love my manual cars, but my God, they can be. Right now, in this day and age, I need an automatic to compete going down the track. I do. I really do. I cannot shift. I mean, I can shift fast. That's not the problem. Problem is, for me, it's takeoff. My 60-foot times are horrible.
Right.
A TKX, okay. Yeah, the T5s break real easy. I'm sorry. Even the T5 World Class, I've snapped a few of them. I've snapped a few of them with, I've broken them with just stock power because they weren't the greatest. And they were a good transmission, but they weren't really made for power. And if you drive them hard, you can break them. I mean, they're good up to like 300 horse and like maybe 300 torque, maybe. But anything more than that, it's gonna kill them
All right.
if they're stopped.
A guy at work blew the transmission out of his semi.
Really?
Yep. And
What?
he was a new guy, and he says, "Oh, I could drive a stick." Around, I found out that he can't.
Yeah. What?
Then he was
that?
trying to.
Go on.
Then he was like, "Well, I'll just trade trucks with him." I said, "You're not touching my truck."
Is yours a stick?
I said, "I'll break." Yeah, mine's a 13 speed.
13. How many of
I
those
told
are
him, I
low
said,
gear?
I got 2 load gears.
Okay. So you got an 11 speed then. Plus
Yeah.
the lows. Nice.
Yep.
I think what was the one we had in the was it a 15 or 16 in an old Kenworth? It was my dad's old truck. My dad didn't drive it; he just owned it.
Right.
I drove.
Well, I
it
know
a couple times.
my uncle, he had his truck was back from the 60s, and he
Oh,
had 3 shift levers.
did he? Yeah, I've seen those.
I told him, I said, nope.
I've never driven one, but I've seen them, and I always thought it would be, without pulling a load, just to drive it would always be kind of neat to drive it, just the cab,
Right.
just to check it out with the 3 gear shifts because I've seen a few of them, and I've watched people drive them on videos, and I think it's kind of neat the way it's done, but I'm just used to doing the pull up, pull down,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I go on to customers and I'm backing up, they're like, "Is that an automatic?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Well, it seems like it is." I
Yeah.
said, "Because I know what I'm doing."
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, I will. I'm going to admit this. When I first drove that truck, I stalled it 3 times, and I stalled it once in reverse.
All right.
And
Well, the first time I ever drove a stick shift was when I got in a semi.
yeah,
Yep.
see, I had to learn on a stick. That's my parents wouldn't. We had automatic cars at my house. My parents wouldn't let me learn on the automatics. I wasn't allowed to drive them until I knew how to drive a stick, and then I had to take my driver's test in a stick. And I don't care. I've only owned 3 cars, not including my trucks, and even some of those were sticks. But I've only owned like 3 cars that were automatics.
Right.
And now the only auto I have that I drive is my truck, and my wife has her Mustang and her Edge, and those are both automatics. But my Mustang and my Focus are not. They're 6 speeds.
Right. Yeah.
And I enjoy the hell out of it.
Everybody's busting my balls. They're like, "Why didn't you get a 5-speed? You drive a stick every damn day of your life, then get home and drive a stick shift." No.
You got an auto in the Mustang too, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. I'd want an auto too. I really would. Because you're not racing it, right? It's
No.
a cruise around car show kind of car. That's an automatic to me. Something easy. And even now in the newer cars, even racing, I'd go with some of these new DT dual clutch, the DCTs, because they're faster.
Right.
And paddle shifting, that makes it so much easier when I don't have to take my hand off the steering wheel when I'm going around a corner. When I'm going around,
Right.
I drove my wife's car, and she doesn't have a DCT, but she does have the paddle shifts for the 6R80. And I took it around Pacific Raceways once, and it drove so much better than my GT. Like just the handling, because it's the 4-cylinder, it handles better. It
Right.
wasn't nearly as fast, but it handles better, and not having to take your hands off the steering wheel to shift gears was because I put it in manual mode and just used the paddle shifters. They're not as fast as I needed them to be, but they worked.
Right.
And it took a couple of turns that I had to really slow down, and the GT took them much faster because of the slower or the lower weight in the front end.
Right.
They handle slightly better, but I deal with the same thing when I'm driving my Focus because it's front wheel drive and light. It handles better than the Mustang too.
Oh yeah.
But the Mustang still had better. I still had faster lap times than the Mustang. It was still faster because once it got to those straightaways, it blew the Focus away, and it was still stock then.
Right. Yeah, because my goal for that car is I want to get, because after the holidays I'll probably buy some. Hey, come up.
Good
I plan
evening.
on buying. Plan on buying the Black and Gary. I'm gonna get the pistons and all that stuff from Funky to build a
Yeah.
306. Then I'll put the twisted wedge heads on there, and then probably a year after that, put an on-3 turbo on it to have maybe about 500 horse
Nice.
in that
Hey,
car.
Mom, why do you do that to me? Yeah, I love that car.
Howdy, howdy.
That car is so beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
I realized I never rode in that car.
I know you did it.
I was having fun being in a fast car, so that car.
Oh, I love
that
being
car-
in that car.
That car has so much amazing power and handles so much better than my car. Oh, when it comes to curves, that car has me beat hands down. No problem. Even on a stock tune. That's just I want one of those cars because I love track racing and they
Oh,
really
dude.
do well on the track.
We were talking about that today. I told Nicole, I said, I want to get a set of R triplets on the front of this thing next year. And then I want to take it to Waterford Hills Racetrack here in Michigan, which is a big ass sanctioned road course track, dude, like Laguna Seca,
Yeah.
something like that,
What's the name of that one? Waterford?
Waterford Hills.
Okay. I don't know that one off the top of my head, like the track itself.
Right.
Waterford. I know
I think
Waterford.
that's what, about an hour away from you, Carmel?
If that, maybe a half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not too far.
Waterford Hills Road Racing, car racing
Yep.
track in Independence Township, Michigan.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see. Photos. Photo gallery. They have their own photo gallery.
Yeah, I love this damn car. It's like my mistress, man.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't make the photo gallery easy to look at, so I'll look at it later.
Right on.
But I just want to check out the track. Like I want to go do. I looked into the track at the Corvette Museum.
Right.
Now to become a member there, I just inquired because they don't put, and I knew it was going to be expensive because they don't post the price for membership online. It's like, I think their minimum one is like $20,000 or $30,000 a year.
Oh, wow.
I was like, yep, that's not me.
That is not me.
I am not that rich, so I'll have to be lucky. And hopefully, once my car's up and running next year, I can catch a day when they're doing one of their open days. And
Right.
it's like, and they're actually fairly cheap. It's only a couple $100, not like $400 or $500
Right.
to do a whole day. And it's the whole day. You just go in
Right.
your room. And
Yes, Sublime, Mr. Mach 1 and I had all talked about going to Waterford Hills one day and taking the Mach 1 and then Mr. Mach 1's wife's, Cobra, and then Sublime's Cobra, and then the GTR, and going out there for the day and just freaking having at it on a freaking road course.
And every one of those cars handles really well on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, those are all made for the track cars. They
Right.
really are. They're not made for the drag strip. They're made for a track.
Yes.
And
I thought it'd be a lot of fun.
that's even what I mean. The new Mustangs, like the 2016 or 2015 plus, they were made more for track than they were for the drag strip because they got rid of the solid axle.
Right.
And they did. I mean, when I tracked my Mustang, that thing handled really well. I was quite surprised at how well I was able to take once I learned how to drive better.
Right.
Because I actually went to school for it
Right.
because I wanted to be faster.
Right.
And I miss all my tracks that I had in Washington. They were so close.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
do
just chilling
that.
out here in the garage. See, over here is the other beast.
Ooh, it's the purple beast.
That's right, the purple people eater.
I like that one.
Remus.
That's right.
Grimace.
Yeah, we're chilling out here in the garage, so we got the best of both worlds. We got the daily, and then we got the supercar.
Oh. Does your show run still or?
Yeah,
Is
it
it
just needs a
down?
transmission.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, the
That's
engine
fine.
runs good. As a matter of fact, I can still drive it. Just the trans is friggin' on its way out. If you try to get on it at all, it'll slip. So, yeah,
That's a 3 or 4 speed.
4-speed.
The 4-speed auto.
Yeah, they haven't made a 3-speed auto in a long time.
Well, no. Well, I was. Yeah, I guess so. I forget it's not that old of a car.
Right? It's a 2012.
Well, when I say 3-speed, I guess I mean 3-speed with overdrive, which would be a 4-speed, and a 4-speed
Right.
is 4 speeds with overdrive, which is a 5-speed. So I
Right.
get them because they used to call them different things when I was younger.
Right.
Like they'd say 3-speed with overdrive, 4-speed because they on stick shift, even old stick shifts, they would that last gear would say OD on it
Right.
instead of like
Overdrive.
5th or 4th. Say overdrive. Because you weren't supposed to go into that gear unless you were cruising at a highway speed, which is
Right.
the same for both of my cars. I like with the Whipple, I can't go into 5th gear even hardly ever. I can't get into 5th gear unless I'm at 80 plus, or
Really?
it bogs the engine down too much, and that is very bad for a Whipple engine.
Well, I can understand that. See, I had a 355 in Ruby, so a little bit different.
Yeah, I got the 331s. I need to. They're great for top end, but but I already have enough problems taking off at the line. So if I drop down to lower gears, I'm just asking for trouble.
I don't know, man. Pony went to a 410 in his car, and that thing, it helped a lot getting off the line at the drag strip.
Yeah.
It helped plant the tire because it would hit so hard.
Was he a Whipple?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, but he was the smaller
Yep.
Whipple. He was the 2.9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember how much power he was making. I know he had problems like I did with breaking the rear end a few times.
Pony was making around 700 horse.
So that's about 200 less than me, and I don't know what
Yep.
the torque was.
Yep. He was making about 700 and change, somewhere around there.
Now, when I get this clutch changed out, and if it and whatever it is that's wrong with it, and fix
Right.
that, it may change the entire way the thing drives. That may have been a problem from the start,
But he was running like 6.8, 6.7 in the 8th, though. So that thing was running good.
683 is my best so far.
Yeah, he was running at least 6.8 in the friggin' 8th with that car.
Yeah, I run 6.8.
Yeah.
I run 6.8, but my 60-foot times are horrible. They're like 1.7.
Right.
Oh, we got another guest in the basement. I just saw some smoke.
Who we got?
What's up, fellas?
Yo, what's up, Salty?
We got the
What's
late
up,
night
guys?
crowd coming in.
Yeah, this old late nighter's tired.
Same here, man. I was actually getting ready to go to bed. And then I was like, yeah, I'll have my final bowl of the night and hang out with Pink.
What am I looking at there, Mike?
That's just a life from the inside the sleeper here.
You're in your cab, right?
Yeah, I'm
Is
in
that
the
a
back
sleeper?
bunk actually.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you're in the sleeper right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Spit it out, Carmine. It don't belong to you.
Okay. So that's a single sleeper,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's a double.
Is it a double? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was used to the double we had too. It was real nice. Real nice. It was almost
I
like
got
a bed on the lower bunk too.
Right. Yeah, I got a 40-inch TV in here also.
Oh, see,
Hell
I didn't have
yeah.
that. I didn't have any TV. I had a radio. And I was happy to have a radio. Happy to have a radio, and yeah, that was about it.
Right.
I do miss the CB though from back in the day. I've
I don't have a
noticed
CB in here.
there's a lot less people using them.
You don't have a CB?
Nope.
How the hell are you call yourself a trucker and don't have a damn CB?
Because I got tired of hearing people bitch.
Yeah,
Really?
That's okay, but they damn sure let you know about traffic before you get there. That way you can get the hell off the highway.
so does Waze.
Yeah, but
Waze is the shit.
I'd much rather hear from the truckers because the
It-
truckers will tell you like miles and miles and miles
Hey,
ahead of time.
Bromford, I got a question for you, Salty. When was the last time you were driving?
Last time I was driving, it was 2014.
Yeah, things have changed a lot since then.
Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I mean, I know things
Yeah.
have changed, but still,
I
there's
know. I'd
there's
still have-
nothing
if I
better
was
than a
driving
damn
truck,
CB.
I
Man.
would still have a CB just because I used to like having the CBs, and I always know how to turn them off if I get tired of hearing people bitch.
Oh
But
yeah.
people didn't
That's
bitch
the
so much
luxury.
back in the day. They didn't.
Right.
Nah, people-
Well,
Back in the day,
Right.
people just shot the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But we didn't have cell phones either, so
Oh, believe me, I remember those
Right.
days.
yeah. Last time I was driving,
Back
cell
in
phones were
the
not. I mean,
good
cell
old
phones
days.
were around, but nobody had them. You know.
Oh, I had one of the first
Brent?
bag phones in my truck.
Oh,
Really?
you had a
Um,
bag phone. My dad.
Oh
had
yeah, the bag
and
phone,
everything.
dude. That thing, you talking about something that sucked? That some bitch sucked.
Really?
Yes, and I'll tell you what, phone bills for your damn cell phone
Oh,
back them days
God.
was expensive as a hell.
I
Oh,
know when I first had my first cell phone in '95 or '96, I got 15 minutes a month on my plan, and it still cost me over $60 a month, and that didn't include the phone because the phone you had to buy that yourself. That they didn't do that at that time, and it was like $60+ a month for 15 minutes. If I went over, it was over $2 a minute.
Dude, when
What's
I
up,
was
Brandon
going
Ford? How you doing, buddy?
through my divorce, one of those months that I was going through my divorce, one of my phone bills was $1,900.
Damn, brother.
Damn sure was, buddy. But
Crazy.
what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you have to be on the phone with the attorneys, and you just can't pull over and stop rolling just because you got a phone call. You just got to, you got to keep the wheels rolling, man. You got bills to pay, and
Yep.
so you have to talk to your attorneys, and then me and the ex-wife cussing each other out on the phone, and she's calling me every 5 seconds. Well, the kids want to talk to you, and it's all that same old bullshit, man. But needless to say, that is, I promise there was never another phone bill like that again.
I bet, brother.
Shit hit the fan that month, buddy, because I was cussing and raising all kind of hell.
Right.
Hell yeah, because I was like, who in the dumb ass hell talks on the phone for $1,900 worth? And I was looking straight in the mirror. I was like, you dumb ass.
It's funny. Is I also remember when I lived in Hawaii, when I was stationed there, I used to call my parents, and I'd call them collect. We only had payphones. We only had payphones there, and I'd call my dad. And finally, my dad went and got himself a 1-800 number because it cost him half as much as the collect calls did.
Yeah.
And so I was able to call him on a 1-800 number. It was kind of neat.
Problem is, attorneys don't take collect calls.
Well, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I remember, back when on a cell phone, it doesn't matter whether you call them or they call you, unlike, old long distance bills.
Yeah.
That
Dude,
cost
I
per
remember
you made
back
the
in the
call,
day,
not
back in the
person
80s.
receiving it.
This is crazy. I remember back in the 80s when the next county over from where I lived was freaking long distance.
That's
I
crazy.
am not
Yeah.
shitting you, dude. I could drive
crazy.
11 miles from my house where I was living at, 11
That was a
miles,
long
and it was
distance
long
call.
distance.
Yep. I remember that too. it was crazy. If I went to the next county over, that was a long distance call. I
Yep,
wasn't allowed to
I
call
mean-
my friend who lived in the next county over.
That's just crazy to see how far we've came since that time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we've come a long way, brother.
Yeah, like I remember when long distance calls even cost money on cell phones. When you paid for long distance, it wasn't.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember those too.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's the way it's changed now, and now I don't even think about the fact that I'm calling, anywhere in the U.S. But for a while there, I could call anywhere in the world or call home from anywhere in the world, and it didn't cost me anything.
The two
and then
things
they
I
changed
missed.
that,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
and then they changed that, and then the worldwide calls started costing me money again, but not much on T. That's why I switched to T-Mobile, because then it was like 5 cents a minute. It's up to 25 cents a minute now, but that's still cheap.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, when Nextel came out, that shit was a
Oh.
game changer.
The
Yes, it
two-way was the
was.
shit.
Yes, sir. That two-way was a game changer.
I
When I
missed
was
it.
when I first became an electrician down in California, when I was an apprentice, we had Nextel, and that was pretty awesome.
Miss it.
Dude, I used to get my best friends and my brothers all the time. They used to be like standing in a line at a bank or something, all that shit. And I'll blow a fart right in that son of a bitch. And they'll be standing right in the bank. I used to do that shit to them all the time.
Are you wearing an Atari shirt, Mike? I just
Atari shirt? Yeah.
that's what I thought it was. I just noticed that. I was like, that looks like Atari.
Now, let me tell you what my day has been. My day has been trying to get this damn Colorado to pass emissions. I have just been hemorrhaging money trying to get it to pass emissions.
Hold on. So I know in Washington State, if you got up to $200 trying to get your car to pass emissions, you could get a waiver at $200.
You ain't getting shit in Georgia.
I'm just saying. That's what it
Georgia.
was.
You ain't getting shit in Georgia. Right? I'm telling you right now, you ain't getting no free passes. You ain't
Oh, I
getting
know.
nothing.
But, so what's the problem with it? So is it just
Well-
a check engine light or something?
Well, yeah, the check engine light is on. So we pulled, it kept throwing codes. So the first one was an EVAP code. So I went to the dealership and I paid $92 for a fucking gas cap.
What?
For a gas cap. 92
Did you
bucks.
just buy that at like AutoZone?
Yeah, but everybody I talked to kept telling me the parts store's gas caps are not worth the shit. You'll wind up taking it back and having to go to the dealer anyway. So I just avoided it all, went straight to the dealer, and it was $92. I stood at the parts department and told that guy, I said, look here, dude, I don't need the gas tank. I just want the fucking cap. When he gave me that price, I was like, I don't need the gas tank, dude, just the cap. He
That
goes,
is
it's
just
90.
a cap.
He said, that is the cap. I was like, shit.
I
So
don't
I
have gas caps on any of my cars.
Well, you got to remember, I don't have the kind of cars you guys have, because I refuse to buy new. I still drive a bunch of old shit, so we still got gas caps on.
Okay, so 2014 is not new anymore.
I ain't got a 2014
What years are Colorado?
07.
Okay, that is older than the gas capless ones, but not much. I think in 2010 they started doing it capless.
All right. So I went and bought the gas cap. That took away the EVAP code. Well, now it's throwing a damn thermostat code. It's saying it's not letting the truck get up to proper operating temperature.
What?
Yes, no shit, dude. And I went to freaking Advanced Auto Parts and bought a damn thermostat that cost me $84 for a fucking thermostat.
A thermostat?
Yes, a thermostat was $84 at Advanced Auto Parts.
It's
And I
Oh,
told
man.
that dude, I said, dude, I remember paying $5 for these things. I said, what the hell happened to the world?
I just bought one for the Mustang. I bought one for the Mustang. It cost me $7.
Mine was $84 at Advanced Auto Parts today.
People are ripping you off. I don't go to
Jesus.
Advanced Auto Parts either. But they're
Well,
ripping
that
you
was
off.
that was the closest one to where I was at. And see, and I was working on, I was working on time because I had to get back to the mechanic's house because
Yeah.
he has to go to bed tonight so we can get up and go to work in the morning. So I got down to his house and then he still wasn't finished with the vehicle he had in his shop on the lift. So I didn't even have to be in a hurry because now I got to go back over there tomorrow and let him fix it.
That's ridiculous.
And then now it's also throwing a crank.
Position.
I don't think it's the crank position sensor, but it's a crank slash something else.
Oh yeah,
So-
crank position sensor being off, it won't start usually.
Well, mine has no problem starting. Mine absolutely runs like a dream. I just got to get this damn thing where to pass emissions, man. I got an ABS light on, but I don't give a damn about the ABS because that has
Do you
nothing to do
have
with
to
the
do
emissions.
emissions everywhere in the state?
No. That's the next county right below me don't have to have emissions, but where I'm at, you got to have emissions.
You should move or get a different address.
I am going to move. That's the problem.
You should use your new address. Do you own the place?
If I was smart, I would go ahead and go to the DMV and have my driver's license changed over to my new address.
There you go. That's the
All right,
smart thing
but-
to do.
but
Then
since-
no emissions.
Yeah, but since Salty's an absolute shithead and dumbass, I ain't done that shit yet. So now I got, I got till Saturday to have this damn thing pass emissions because that's the last day I could drive it. Because after you buy a vehicle in the state of Georgia, you're allowed to drive it 7 days.
Well, you couldn't do what like
So-
90% of the people do and just drive it anyway and say fuck
Oh, screw that shit. I like my clean driving record, brother, and my cheap insurance. Fuck that.
it. Yeah, I get it.
Because see,
I'm the
after Saturday, I'll have to load the damn thing on a trailer just to get it to an emission shop to get the emissions done. So I'm trying to get all this shit done before Saturday so I can still drive the truck back and forth to the emission shop. I done failed 3 damn emissions already.
Oh, do they
At
charge
20
you every time?
Every time, $21 a pop, every time.
Yep. What's up next, Gen Car guys?
Sounds like you need to grease yourself up there, Salty.
Oh shit,
Oh,
dude!
yeah?
I've been dry bone so much today. Hell, it don't even hurt no more. Hell, I'm numb to it now, bro.
Oh, don't tell Bama.
I know, right?
He's
That's
not here.
something
You're good. You're good.
He'll be googling me trying to figure out where the hell I
I
live.
was surprised Bama didn't show up tonight. Must have been too late for him tonight.
I'm just trying
Depends on his
to,
day.
the damn truck runs so damn good and so smooth. I'm like, dude, it cannot be much wrong with this damn emissions. So I even went and bought a damn Cadillac converter today. Not even knowing if that's going to be the problem yet or not. But I said, you know what? Since I'm at the dealership, let me go ahead and get the Cadillac converter. And
Oh,
I hope I don't have to have it because I want that $340 back on my debit card.
oh wow, that's actually pretty cheap.
That bullshit. This is
cheap.
a 07.
No,
this
no.
is the 07. I ain't trying
I
to pay
know.
that kind of money.
See, that's the thing I'm saying. A lot of times, catalytic converters for older cars
Wow.
of that year cost more than some of the new ones.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I've
know.
seen those things go for $500 to $700 easy.
Dude, what flipped me out, and the price I'm fixing to give y'all is probably not going to surprise any of you guys because y'all have been modding your cars and all this other kind of stuff. But to me, it just blew me away. When I was down at my mechanics, he's my cousin. So when I was down at his house, he had I can't remember what year model Chevrolet Silverado was in there. I think it was a 16, 17, 18 or some shit. I don't remember what year.
One of the newer
But-
ones.
Yeah, the motor had went out. So the guy, he ordered a crate engine and put a crate engine in for my cousin to put it in. Well, while it was sitting there running, the fuel pump went dead. It died right on the lift after he just put the engine in. The damn fuel pump died. He called the parts store. The parts store, yeah, the fuel pump, $714. I was like,
That's
what?
when I go aftermarket right there.
I was like,
Yep.
what?
No fucking way.
Dude, that
Oh, I
hey,
believe
that
that.
hey, that was
From a
from
dealer? Yeah.
that was from O'Reilly Auto Parts, dude. No, that's not from the dealer. That's from
Hell
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
no.
Oh no, I'd find a way to get that cheaper.
Hell
I'd rebuild
no.
the damn thing myself.
Mm-mm.
I was like, holy shit, a fuel pump? God.
No,
See-
even my aftermarket fuel pumps didn't cost that much.
I
They
was
did
like,
not.
what
I think-
in the
I
hell
think
are
I
they
spent
making these
100
parts out of? They fucking gold plating these parts
No.
these days or something? What the hell?
Each of the fuel pumps in my car cost less than $100. each of the three. So between the three, I've got about $200.
Yeah, I looked at the dude that was standing there because it was his truck. My cousin was standing there trying to
I
get it
think.
run and everything.
I could be wrong. Maybe they're 150.
And I was standing there looking at that dude after that dude's jaw dropped when it said 700 something. My cousin told him 700 something dollars. I said, brother, no offense, but I'd sell that expensive bastard. Fuck that. That's a bitch be gone. I said, if parts cost that much for it, that's a bitch be gone.
So I had the 5.3 in my Silverado, and mine was no 7, same year as your Colorado, and I love that damn truck. Only
Don't get me
reason I got
wrong
rid
now.
of it is because of the going up and down mountains when I was towing.
Yeah, don't get me
Only reason I
wrong.
got rid of it.
This truck is a beautiful truck, man. It's got this, I don't know what color the Chevy's blues are, but it was
That
like a
light
darker blue. Man, that
Oh,
son of a bitch was pretty. It was all black leather inside, 4-wheel drive. Man, that truck was, dude, it was beautiful truck. But I'm like, you know, hey, you know how much Chevrolet charged him for that damn engine? Brand new 6.0 LS crank motor for that truck.
Oh, he's got the 6L.
$9,000.
Huh? No, you ain't far. $7,100. Shit.
Damn.
I was like,
Yeah,
good Lord.
They're happy. They're proud of those things. But at that point, why didn't you just LS swap it with an old LS? You know?
You know, because this guy's going to give this truck to his daughter for her first vehicle. So he's
no, I'm not spending that much.
he's not sparing any expense on this truck. He's spending anything it needs to go on this truck because it's going to be his daughter's first vehicle. He said, I don't want to give her something that's going to be breaking down on her all the time. I said, well, what you should do? I looked straight at him. I
Buy
said,
a
you need to
Ford.
go. That's exactly what I told him. I said, look, you need to go buy a Ford.
A 95 F-150 with a V8 in it. Thing will last forever if you get a decent one.
He looked at me. He goes, well, why would you say Ford? You driving a Chevrolet? Then I pulled my shirt up on my sleeve. I said, look here, brother. I said, I wear this tattoo proudly.
All right, fellas, I'm heading out of here. I'm getting a little tired, but I wanted to come in and party with you guys for a little bit.
Hey, thanks for coming in, Mob. Appreciate it. Go get some sleep.
Yeah, Mob, take care, buddy. Like I said, sorry I missed your live earlier, man. I was just trying to take care of shit, man. I apologize.
Sorry, if you want to see how I made a killer dinner, you can go check it out.
Oh,
when
I'm
you're
going to
bored.
go watch it.
If it's a quesadilla, brother, I'm all over it because I love me some quesadillas.
Well,
It's
they
a
were
fajita.
so good,
It's
brother.
fajita
So good.
quesadilla.
So everybody have a great night. We'll
You
catch
too, buddy.
guys soon.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
Bye-bye.
All right, see you later.
Yeah, I'm a quesadilla guru, boy. I eat
Is
my
your
my weight in
cocoa
those
you're
damn
drinking?
things.
Mike, is that your cocoa
What's
you're
that?
drinking out of that cup?
Yep.
Mm. How you make hot? You got a
Yeah, I
water
get-
boiler in there?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Paid $3 for the damn thing.
3?
Yep.
It runs DC or you got an inverter going?
It plugs in like a regular house plug.
Okay.
And it
Yeah,
comes out and it boils the hell out of that water in about 2 minutes.
I will
Bradford.
say the only thing I've noticed is when I'm in Europe or China or somewhere, the 220 boilers work about twice as fast. They really do. They're so much faster than the 120s usually. But
Right.
I didn't realize. I forget that most trucks do have an inverter and have like 120 power in them.
Yeah, they do. But
Yeah, I think I
Bradford, yeah,
got.
I realize it's 21st century, man. You just got to remember, I don't own new cars like most of you guys got. I tend to drive older stuff, and when I see those kind of prices, dude, it just like floors me because you got to remember, I'm from the old school. I remember the cheap car prices, the parts and shit. I ain't used to all this expensive shit.
Hey, even the old stuff's getting expensive as hell now because it's harder to find.
Yeah, I guess they're making these damn I guess they're making these gas caps at the U.S. Mint because they proud of these bastards. Holy shit!
That seems ridiculous. That seems like somebody just tried to get one over and charge way too much for it.
He boned me, that's for sure. He boned me. I gotta go back tomorrow and pick up the damn crank sensor thing, whatever. It's a crank sensor and something else. See, I thought first it was gonna be a crank position sensor. But my cousin told me, he said, That's what it used to be. But now on these newer vehicles, it's a crank slash something else. I don't know
I
exactly
have
what he
no
said. I can't
idea,
remember.
man.
So, but
I'm
once
used
I
to
pick it up tomorrow, I will take a picture of it and show you, and then we'll go from there because
That's
you'll
the
know
one
more
thing
about
I
that
worry
shit than me.
about. So the crank position sensor. So on the last time I bought an engine for a Focus, the crank position sensor on it was missing. So I had to put a new one on, and I didn't have the tool to align it properly. What a headache that was to get that thing aligned properly without the correct tool. Once I got it, the thing ran great. It was fine. This one,
Yeah.
luckily, has a good crank position sensor on it. It's locked down. It hasn't moved. I don't have to worry about it. All I gotta do is plug it in.
I mean,
And
I guess
I
the
was
only thing I
not
can think about this damn thermostat is it's just not letting the truck get up to proper operating temperature so it can burn the emissions before it goes out the tailpipe. You know what I mean?
That
That's-
sounds ridiculous. It's not a diesel. It's a damn gasser.
I know. I don't understand it, man. I don't know. But I tell you what, I have never seen a thermostat as long as this damn thermostat.
Really?
Yeah, dude, this is the longest damn thermostat I've ever seen in my life.
My son was just dealing with one too, and he was like, I was like, he's having some overheat problems, and I'm like, just remove the thermostat. He's like, I can't, because the thermostat is part of the seal. If you take the thermostat out, it leaks water. I'm like, no way. Really? Because even in my cars, which are newer than the one he's driving, don't do that.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my keys, and I'll go get it, and I'll show you. And this thing has got a
Okay.
housing and everything all made onto it.
Oh, okay. That may be why it costs so damn much.
Yeah, because you can't take the thermostat out of it and just change the thermostat in the O-ring. Hell no, it's got this
Oh, I
big ass
hate when
long
you do
tube
that.
that goes down inside the engine.
That sounds like Chevy to me.
It is. It is.
I will say, you got the same year as my old Silverado. It was an 07. I love that truck, but it was just the 5.3. It wasn't anything special. But it was a
Yeah.
damn good truck, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was a base model, but I got it super cheap used. Got a decent trade-in on it, and I liked it. The only thing I didn't like about it was it had a 6.5 foot bed instead of 8 foot.
Yeah, remember when I told you this was a 5-cylinder engine?
Yeah. Oh,
I was wrong the entire time. It's not even a 5-cylinder. It's a
Really?
4-cylinder. Yeah, I was wrong the
okay.
whole time. It's a damn 4-cylinder.
The 4-cylinder.
Yeah, it's a Vortec 2900 4-cylinder. And I would have known that if I'd have just looked at the top of that piece of plastic that sits on top of the engine, because it says it right fucking there in front of
No, you don't need to look. You just need to make shit up. That's what we
me.
all do.
Well, basically I guess that's what I did.
Are you still in there, Bradford, or you already bounced? Told me I was doing Care Top Proud with the collect calls thing. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, let me get this damn thing out of here. What makes it so bad? Like now I gotta walk it all the way up to my house so you shouldn't be able to see it. It's so
I
damn
kind of
dark
miss
out here.
having Sublime come into my lives. He used to come into my lives every week, and now nothing. I see him. I saw him Friday? Was it Friday? He was in. I think he was in Funky Stream.
Didn't he have a live of his own or something not long ago?
He did, and I missed it. Or I missed most of it, or part of it. Yeah, no, I was there. I just missed the first part of it. I don't remember what day that was.
Saturday or Sunday,
Like Saturday,
I think.
yeah. Because he had that chicken
Saturday, I
story that his wife made, and it looked phenomenal.
Oh
Got it.
yeah, that shit right there looked good as hell. I will agree with you.
We were having spaghetti too, so.
Let me see if I can't get this damn thing out of the box without losing the damn little O-ring.
Let's see. Night before, I had some bratwurst, and I buy the Publix bratwurst because they actually have more flavor than the Johnsonville ones, and they're fresher. They're like, I think they're better. Threw those on the grill, had those. The next night, which was last night, I did some sausages we got, and I think my wife bought them at Sam's Club. And they're just a big package of the multi-meat sausage, like kielbasa or Polish sausage dogs.
Mm-hmm.
But they come in, there's two stuck together each one, and I went to rip them apart like you normally would. Oh, hell no. I needed a knife or scissors to cut that damn thing apart. But
All right.
those things, Holy shit, that's huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's the
yeah.
thermostat. See the housing
And the
on it?
thermostat doesn't come out. Yeah, that's
No.
ridiculous.
That's how big that damn
That's
thing
just
is,
a way
dude.
to make more money.
Yep. It's got an
About the
O-ring that
size of your
sits on
head,
the damn
Salty.
top of it. Yeah, I know.
That's
It's got an
bigger
O-ring
than
that sits on
penis,
top of it.
man.
If my penis was like that, brother, I'd call myself a man.
But
I'm here to tell
anyway,
you.
so I made the sausages last night out on the grill and took them to work today, and they were so damn good. So I found out we've been cooking them like splitting them open and throw them in a pan and cooking them, and they were giving me really bad heartburn eating them like that. Throw them on the grill and cook them.
What's up, Rattle Trap?
For some
What's going on, buddy?
reason, I eat them; they don't bother me at all. Really tasty though. Really tasty. I was, and because I had sauerkraut left over from the brats, I threw sauerkraut and onions on them with some mustard. Oh, that's just phenomenal. I mean, it's simple, it's easy, it was really good. Tonight, what did we eat tonight? I don't remember. Oh, I had sandwich. I made a sandwich, ham and cheese. But tonight it was the ham and smoked Gouda. Oh, it was really good. Smoked Gouda, a little tomato, a little lettuce, a little mayonnaise, mustard. You know.
Well, I wasn't
Decent
cooking
sandwich.
tonight. I wasn't
Huh?
cooking. I had Domino's chicken Alfredo.
I had a sandwich, and I really and some potato salad and macaroni salad, which I also got from Publix, and it's their brand stuff, and it's really good. So I don't care. I didn't feel like cooking tonight.
Yeah, me
Tomorrow,
either.
we got some
On my way home, I just
military
called
steak.
Domino's. I said I want some chicken Alfredo and some mozzarella, or not mozzarella, but those stuffed cheesy bread.
They've got
cheese bread.
another pasta they make that I like better than that Alfredo, and I don't remember what it is right now.
Yeah, they do, but I have never tried it. So I know about the chicken Alfredo, but I've never tried the other
I've
one.
had the chicken Alfredo and I like it, but there's another one they have that I like better, and I don't remember which one it is because there's like 4 of them.
Yeah, I was going to get a brownie, but I was like, man, I don't need a brownie tonight.
You're talking Pizza Hut or Domino's?
No, Domino's.
Domino's, yeah. They both. My wife was telling me earlier she read a thing of companies going bankrupt and probably going to close all their stores. Pizza Hut's one of those, and Walgreens. They're
Man, I tell you what, Walgreens by far. I don't know what your guys' experience is with that store, but dude, they absolutely suck down here. They suck.
Well, I live down here now. The Walgreens in Washington, I liked it a lot. The Walgreens here, we had one of them closed nearby, so they moved everybody's prescriptions to this one. Oh my God, it sucks now because the only reason I ever went to Walgreens was for medicine, not to shop there.
Yeah, same thing.
Now, mind you, convenience-wise, where I used to live in Tacoma, if I needed certain little things, I would just go straight to Walgreens. But I had a Fred Meyer, which is basically like a Walmart, but better. And I'd go to the Fred Meyer and do great. And it was a Kroger grocery store with the Fred Meyer, and I'd go there to grab anything I needed. But
I like Kroger, man. The only
Walgreens
thing about
suck.
Kroger is Kroger's damn expensive down here. I don't know about where you're at, but
Fred Meyer wasn't so bad. No, Fred Meyer wasn't so bad at all. But here we don't have Kroger at all in this area. I have to travel
down here, man.
Huntsville to get to a Kroger.
Yeah, we got Krogers everywhere, and I'm gonna tell you what, them in Publix are.
I go to Publix, so
they are. Them 2 stores are
I shop at
expensive as shit.
Publix and Walmart, unfortunately, and I hate going to. I really don't like going to Walmart. But sometimes you just got to. They carry things that other people don't.
Exactly.
And they do have good prices.
I shop at Walmart and this place called Food Depot.
I missed my food outlet. Or, what was that called? One food outlet. It was some outlet that we had up in Washington. There was a couple places that I really liked. I also liked Winco, which we don't have here.
Yeah, Dale's Rite Aid, they went out of business down here a long time ago.
Yeah, Rite Aid was holding on. Last I knew, up in Washington, it was still there, but that was 2 years. We do have an Aldi's, and I really need to go there and check it out. It's
You have
just
never been?
further away.
You never been?
It's actually well, I've been to Aldi's plenty of times in Germany and the UK and
Yeah.
France. I've shopped there many times
Yeah, man, Aldi's is great. I actually
because
really going.
they were a European. They are a German company, and
Better take a quarter with you, brother. You don't take a quarter, you ain't getting a buggy.
you ain't getting the shopping cart. Yeah, I know.
You damn sure ain't.
A quarter's cheap because in Europe and stuff, it's a euro. It's a full euro, which is like $1.75.
Yeah, I mean, you get your quarter back, but
Oh,
the
I
thing
know.
of it is, it's just they got these damn chains and these little machines on each one of their
Yeah,
buggies.
I know. It
You
keeps
have to
people
put a
from
quarter
stealing their
in just to
cars,
release the
keeping
chain.
their prices low.
Yeah.
I really, when I was in UK last, I shopped at Aldi's and Germany, and it's a really good shop there. But see, they don't carry the same stuff here.
They pretty
it's
much carry a
cheaper store
lot of.
here, but they don't have the cheese selection I want. Like
Yeah,
when I
they
went to
carry a
Aldi's
lot
in
of off
France,
brands. They carry a lot of off brands, but I'm telling
Yeah.
you, dude, even their off brands are actually really good.
So the Aldi's in Europe was better than what they have in the US. Because in Europe you can buy cheeses like I like the soft stinky cheeses as they're called. And they're cheap. You could buy that kind of stuff cheap, like the meats and cheeses for sandwiches, snacks, and all that was cheap. Here, not so much.
Yeah.
And they don't have
Like I said, I like Aldi's, man. It's a good store.
I may have to start going there. It's closer than Walmart, but further than Publix.
Yeah, I guarantee you, once you go to Aldi's, you're gonna save a shit ton of money over what you pay at Publix. I can
doubt it.
guarantee you.
Because I'm lazy and Publix is closer and I really like the store.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying, as far as what you
And
would
they have
spend at
They actually
Publix,
have
then
good sushi at Publix. They do.
I don't eat sushi. So
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I don't eat bait.
yeah, same here, Mike. I don't
not
either.
bait, it's tuna. It's tuna, man. You don't eat tuna?
I eat tuna. Yeah, I love damn Starkist tuna now.
No, screw Starkist. Starkist sucks compared to.
No, well, see, I don't eat
raw
the Starkist in the oil. I only eat the Starkist in the water. I don't eat
get
the oil
water.
at all.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'll buy too is Starkist and water.
Yeah.
And every now and then, if I'm being really cheap, I might even get the Bumblebee in water.
But see, I don't like the white tuna that comes in a can. I don't
like
care for
albacore?
I don't care for the white tuna. No, not
Really?
at all. I don't care for it. No, never have.
Wow.
Like in a
I
can
don't
now.
buy it because it costs too much. I like the regular tuna, and I like to make it into a salad myself. But
Oh God, yeah, dude. Tuna salad, dude. I love me a tuna salad sandwich or a tuna fish sandwich. Man, I eat the hell out of
I
that shit.
haven't had that in forever. A nice
Yeah.
tuna melt. You're making good tuna salad. Throw it on a piece of bread, piece of tomato on it, and some cheese on top of that. Throw it in the
It's-
oven and melt
and you
it
gotta
all
have-
together. Oh, so good.
Yeah, for me though, mine's got to have lettuce on it. I love lettuce
Well,
on my tuna sandwich.
That's a tuna sandwich. I'm talking a melt. And
Yeah,
melt
well,
is
yeah,
a little
you
bit
don't really
based.
wanna
You
put
can't
lettuce
really
in
put
nothing
lettuce
hot.
on it.
That shit'll wilt like hell.
Yeah, well, you can't put lettuce on it anyway because it's not a sandwich. It's something you have to cut up and eat because it's an open face thing.
Yeah, but you can make like the sandwich makers. You can use
could,
that.
but
You
I
can
don't
actually
have
put
one.
lettuce on that. But like I said, at the end of the day,
No,
once you get
no,
lettuce
no.
hot, it wilts like hell.
No, do not ever do that. No,
Nah, I like my lettuce nice, crisp, and crunchy.
crispy.
Yeah.
So I almost bought romaine today, but then I looked at the size of package they had, and I was like, I will never go through all this, and it'll just get thrown away. So I'm just going to buy the cheap head of lettuce, which I did, and do that on my sandwich tonight. Get the night. Oh, it was so good. I hadn't had a sandwich with lettuce and tomato in a while.
Dude, I love me a BLT,
And-
man.
and that
I make
smoked
damn sure I
Gouda.
eat 1 or 2 of those every week.
That smoked Gouda was so good. Well, the only thing I've been eating peanut butter and jelly, but today I went and bought because last time I was at the store and I was at Walmart, I went to buy my blackberry jam and all they had was the sugar free. So I'm like, screw it, Smucker's. I grabbed it, threw it in the cart, didn't think anything of it, and then I tried it the other day. The consistency of it is wrong. The taste of it is horrible. I'm throwing it away. Today,
I'm telling you,
bought the real stuff.
Aldi's got a bunch of different kind of jams, man, and they're good.
Well,
we
the
got a
jam
bunch
I
of
used to buy
we
came
got a
in
bunch
little
of them in the
bucket,
cabinets here.
and I can't find that here. Came in a little blue bucket, and it was a blackberry jam, and it was just like my favorite seedless blackberry jam. And it was
Dude, I
really
tried a
good.
blackberry pie for the first time like a couple of weeks ago. That's the first time I ever had a blackberry pie in
Really?
my life.
Oh,
Yeah, first
We-
time I ever had one. It
we
was
had
good as hell,
what
too.
was that? A blackberry cobbler the other day. My wife brought home.
No,
Oh,
I've
marshmallow
I've
fluff.
seen them, but I've never tried one of them.
I do like a good fluffer nutter there, Zach. And I haven't had one since I was young because
Okay,
it's really
somebody's
bad
gonna have
for
to
me.
explain what the hell is a fluffer nutter.
You know what marshmallow fluff is?
Oh, well, I know
It's
what the marshmallow
You get
cream
it in a
that comes
jar.
you get in
It's
a
like
jar,
a
yeah.
marshmallowy, thick consistency. You get that with peanut butter sandwich.
I've never tried that.
Oh my God, they're so good. They're horrible for you. They are fattening. They are sugary. They are the worst thing in the world, but they taste so good.
Yeah, it's like me. I don't
It's a
even eat.
diabetic sandwich.
Yeah, I don't even eat
What's that?
s'mores, man.
Diabetes
I don't even eat
sandwich. You are
s'mores.
correct.
Yeah, I don't
That's
even eat
all it is.
s'mores. I'm not a s'mores fan. Don't really care
Well, I
for them.
love s'mores, but I don't ever make them. And the last time I made one with a dark chocolate. So much better. Because I'm not a huge marshmallow fan. Cherry stolen? Oh, they have that at yours? Nice.
They probably got that at yours too.
They might. I haven't been in it.
Because I know, like I said, you can go to Aldi's, man, and they got
drive
a
by it all
lot
the
of stuff that
time.
other people don't carry.
I drive by it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, Aldi's has a cranberry chicken salad that's pretty damn good.
Ooh, that sounds good
See,
too.
I
do
couldn't
like
eat
it.
that because I don't eat
Are they
cranberries.
the dried cranberries or the fresh cranberries?
Yep.
Which
they're
one?
Dried.
Dried. Okay, dried I can do. I have a problem with fresh cranberries. I don't. It's a psychosomatic thing from when I was a kid. I cannot eat fresh cranberries. I can eat dried
I'll
cranberries.
bring some cranberries.
I can drink cranberry juice, all that, and dried cranberries, no craisins, whatever you want to call them, the dried ones. I love them, but I cannot eat fresh cranberries. It gives me a gag reflex. It's sad.
See, I don't eat cranberries or
Oh.
raspberries, either one of them.
Mm.
Well, I'll just hold your head down like every other time when you eat the cranberries.
I love cranberry juice too. So I haven't had one in so long. I probably can eat them now. I haven't had an actual fresh cranberry, in so many years. All because of a cranberry salad thing that I was forced to eat as a child that I didn't want, and it made me sick.
Right.
And ever since then, I equate cranberries to that.
Yeah.
But like but of dried cranberries, love them. Raisins, love them.
Right.
See, I
Love
don't
them
eat
in
raisins
cooking. I
either.
can eat them
Never had care
plain.
for them.
And cranberry juice, one of my favorite juices.
Zach,
I
did you
will.
turn 22 years old or something? Is that why you got the 22 at the end of your name now?
No, I'm going to be in 2 months.
Oh, you're getting ready to turn 22. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just curious. 'Cause
Getting
you
old.
changed. Yeah,
He's
man.
gonna be an old man soon.
You got some gray hair in here in about 6 months.
22. It's all downhill from there, man. At 22,
Yeah,
because
man.
21's
Yeah.
over. That was the last big year is 21 when you can drink, and then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah,
And
it's
he
all
don't even
serious.
drink.
It's all serious at 22 because then
30 was, I think 30 was my first big birthday that really, really hit me. When I hit
oh no,
30.
brother. 21, dude, I blew it out on 21
Oh
years
no,
old.
I quit
Holy
drinking
shit.
the night I turned 21. I quit drinking for 6 months.
Oh boy, I should have quit drinking because I probably had alcoholic poison. Because
Oh.
God Almighty, we drank so much.
Many times I did that, but I did that all before I was 21. Come on.
Man, my two older brothers and a bunch of our friends and all that shit took me to a strip club when I turned 21, brother, and we threw down. Believe
So
me,
my
we
friends
threw
took me out for my
down.
21st birthday. And the
What's up,
first
Victor?
bar-
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, Victor. First bar we went to, they bought me a shot and I drank that. And they bought me a beer and I drank that. And we left that bar. And that was a good bar. And I really enjoyed that bar. And then we left there and we went to Maria's Cantina. And this is in Oahu, Hawaii. We're down in Honolulu. And we went to Maria's Cantina and I got the big margarita, and it's like huge. It's like this big around, no lie, that big around, about that deep. And I ordered that because that's what everybody was ordering. Took a couple sips out of it, and I just looked at them and said, "Guys, I'm kind of tired. Let me get the keys to the car." I got the keys, went and sat in the car and slept. And that was probably what, like 1 o'clock in the morning. Bars don't close till 4 there. They all came back to the car when the bars closed. And the owner of the car tried to get me out of the driver's seat because that's where I decided to pass out. And I'd only had, like I said, a couple sips of a margarita, 1 beer, 1 shot. That was it. 21st birthday. They tried to get me out of that driver's seat so they could drive home. And I looked at them and said, hell no. I'll drive because I'm sober, because I'd been sleeping for 3 hours. And did not drink again for another 6 months. And I remember it was like 6 months later, and we're out at the basketball court, or we'd been playing basketball or something, and somebody asked, "Hey, who wants a beer?" And I said, "I do." And they looked at me funny, like, "What do you mean you don't drink?" And I was like, yeah, I think it's time for me to start drinking again.
I do
Then
today.
it was on. At that point, that was my first beer back into, and you see it right here, whiskey sour. I haven't stopped since.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I remember us pulling up to the strip club in the car. I remember going in, and of course, I didn't have to pay for nothing that night. I remember probably the first hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of that night. But dude, I could not tell you what the hell happened after that. Nothing. I was wasted.
In the town right next to the base in Hawaii at Schofield Barracks, we had was Waiawa, was the name of the town, and they had a strip club there, and we went there all the time because they had a strip club, and then attached, part of the strip club, they had a room with like 4 pool tables, so you were like in a brightly lit room playing pool or in the strip club, but no matter what, they had dollar beers, and this isn't draft watered down beer. This is Budweiser in the bottle, and this is early 90s at Budweiser that everybody drank. $1 a beer. We went there all the time and went and played pool and drank dollar beers all night long, and it had a blast. And if we wanted to, we could walk over next door and watch the girls strip. We didn't care.
See,
We were in the pool room.
A lot of people always think you go to the strip club just to see the women. But see, that's totally not the reason why I went to the strip club. I went to the strip club so much because I just enjoy the atmosphere.
Down here, you can't. If you want alcohol, like here in Tennessee, they don't sell alcohol. You can bring your own in, but you have to pay them to bring the alcohol in. Isn't that
well, I'll tell you what. If you ever come to Atlanta and go to a strip club, you make damn sure you got somebody else to drive, because every one of these son of bitches trying to get you drunk off your ass in the first 10 minutes. They all sell alcohol
I know
here.
better than to waste my money even going into those places.
They all, dude. I drank so many test tubes from boobs that night. Holy shit! I seen every shape, form, and size of a boob. God Almighty, I drank a lot of boob juice. I promise you. I drank a lot.
When I was stationed here back in 93,
sure it was boob juice?
Boy, you know what? After the first couple hours, Mike, I couldn't have damn told you what it was, because I don't remember a damn thing.
Back in 93, 94, we used to go to this place called the Underground, and it was a club. We'd go there, and they're one of the places then that sold, the alcohol shots in the test tube.
Mm-hmm.
And originally, when we first started going there, they were all glass.
You talking about down in Columbus?
Glass test tubes. We'd take the shot and we'd slam them down on the ground and just shatter them. Eventually,
you talking about down in Columbus, Georgia?
No, I'm talking here in Huntsville.
Oh, okay. I got
the place was under. It was called the Underground. It was actually in the basement. It was under, I think, the mall or something, and it's been gone forever. But we used to go hang out down there, and it's like multiple rooms, and we'd be in the not rooms per se, but they were like sectioned off areas, and a couple of tables in each area. and then the dance floor area, and we never even made it to the dance floor. We were all drinking way too
Yeah.
much, listening to the EDM music playing and the lights changing, and we'd be drinking, these shots, and trying to. And when they switched to, really screwed us up when they switched to plastic, and we slammed them down and they just bounced.
Yep.
Kinda
I
confused
remember those days. But I'm telling you, man,
Because
I love strip clubs.
they got tired of us breaking them because we weren't supposed to do that. We were supposed to leave them sitting on the table so they could collect them. And we were young and dumb, and we did
That's
stupid things.
that's
'Cause it was
just
a
things you
concrete
do when you're
floor.
young, man.
Concrete floor. I can't say I was a good person, but I drank a lot.
Well, see, the thing, we never got a chance to slam them down and break them because they here at these clubs right here, they always got these girls. They're called shooter girls, and they walk around with this tray, and it's got like I
That's
don't
a
know.
strip club, right?
Yeah, strip club. They
Yeah,
got
this
like
was a
40,
club.
50, 60 damn
This was just a
different
dance
test tubes in
club.
it.
Well, where we didn't dance, we just went and drank.
Yeah,
Had
exactly.
fun. And then we'd head over, and we'd usually stop at this one place and have breakfast on the way home at like 2:00 in the morning. And I don't remember what the place was called, but it's not
Dude,
around
we always
anymore.
stopped at Shoney's, man. Hit the breakfast bar. Boy, we tore that
we didn't
motherfucker
go
up,
to
boy.
Shoney's. We didn't go to Shoney's because there wasn't a Shoney's there. We went to this other place. It was really good food. We never, and if it wasn't there, we'd stop at Crystal Burger because Crystal Burger was just up the road just down the road from the gate. And we always had a designated driver, and I hated the nights that was me, because
You
it
couldn't
was
have
a
any fun.
rotation.
Yeah, you
it
just
was a
couldn't have any.
rotation.
Yeah, the designated driver can never have fun. He just gets around. He gets to sit there and watch everybody else having a good time, making an idiot of themselves,
Oh,
while
I
he's just
had fun
bone
even as the
stone
DD
sober.
because as a designated driver, we knew what time we were going to be leaving. At the beginning of the night, you could have like 2 beers. That was it. No more. Because 2
Yeah.
beers does nothing to me, especially like Budweiser. And back then that was all I knew. Was that just craft beers didn't exist. So
Yeah, it wasn't like the damn strong grass craft beers we drink today.
no, it wasn't like what I drink. The last couple beers that I used to like to drink were like 9%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take but just a couple of those and you'd feel them.
Yeah, and then you'd be in trouble. But
Yeah, no shit.
You have 2 beers all night long on a night where you start at 9 and end at 2 a.m. You're
Mhm.
not drunk. You're sober.
Yeah, you're sober.
'Cause
Hell, that's
after the
5
beers,
hours. You're definitely sober.
You're drinking soda or water. Back then, I drank soda and water, but now I just drink water.
Dude, we're gonna keep talking about a strip club, and I'm gonna have to go here soon.
I'm not talking about a strip club because I don't go to those.
Just
I haven't
just to
been
get my
one of those
damn
in
food.
forever.
Well, you see, you're married. I'm not. See, I can still do that.
I can still do it. There's no reason for it. It's just a waste of money.
I don't need to go there to look at the ass and shit on the stage. I just want to go. I've always just really enjoyed that atmosphere because it's a fun time.
It depends on where you go because I've been to some that you didn't know. They just
Yeah, well,
not
some
fun.
now. But see, me, the very first place I go is I gravitate toward the pool tables.
Yeah,
And I
if
get
they
me a
have
table
them.
over there next to the
Not
pool
all of them have
tables.
them.
Say what now?
Not all of them have those. If they
Oh,
did,
they got them down here,
great.
buddy. They got them
Yeah,
down
well,
here.
Last one I went to didn't have pool tables, and I was highly disappointed because I
would have left.
like pool. We did. We were there for about 15 minutes, but the problem is once you get in, you've already paid the cover charge.
Oh yeah, and you just waste your money
You
because
just wasted your money.
Yeah, but shit, you know what? I'd rather waste the money and go find a different one that does have pool tables,
No,
and then
I
I'm
just-
comfortable at that time.
We just left and didn't do anything. We went to a bar instead of which had pool tables.
Yeah. I need to call up my little brother and a friend of mine and say, hey, buddy, y'all want to go?
I have a pool table here, so I don't.
Yeah, but
I have a
you know how it
pool
is when you
table.
go having a pool table at home, but having a going and playing pool at like either a bar or a strip club or something like that. It's a totally different atmosphere, and you're playing with different people all the time, and look, you
Those
all
people
got
can
the
come to my house and we'll see if I ever get the bar built up there.
see. My thing is when I go there, you
Then
know,
it's just a lighting issue.
it's just everybody. You just assume every man there is all there for the same reason. So you all got something in common. So everybody's on even ground. And it just, to me, it's just a really good vibe. It's a really good atmosphere. The
I just need to
conversations
have
are
friends
always
that
great,
live around here to come play pool with me. That's all.
and the waitresses have always got big boobs. So that's a plus. Um, So I mean, it's just a thing. I love to see them come, but I love to see them walk away because I love
See,
to see
here's
the
the
asses.
problem: is
So-
at my bar, I'm the waitress, and my boobs aren't very big. So
Oh, see, now I don't even want to. No, see, now I don't even want you to bring me a test tube.
Nah,
It ain't the same thing.
I got a nice ass. I really do. I mean, she can love to watch me walk away. Come on, buddy.
Well, I tell you what, I will let Bama tell me about it.
And I'm lying. I don't. I have a flat ass now.
Dude.
I've got old man ass.
Dude, I tell you what, I got front butt.
I do not have that.
I got
Okay.
front butt because all my ass went to my belly.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got
Yeah.
front butt.
I'm lucky I still have a hot wife. So I'm
See,
good.
Mike, you got the same problem too, don't you? You got front butt.
I got a hot wife. I don't care. I'm good.
Thank God I don't have a wife, period.
No,
I'm not
well,
saying that I don't ever want another one, because I'm not saying that. I would love
understand because I had my first wife and I stayed unmarried for a very, very, very long time.
dude, I have been unmarried for a long fucking time.
And I was with my current wife for many, many years before I even thought about asking her to marry me. Many, many years.
Yeah, I remember you tell us the story. That marriage was never your intentions, and just one day out of the blue,
It
you thought
was
about it and
not.
you asked her to
And
marry.
then Christmas Eve, she got a Christmas gift of me proposing to her. And I'm very happy.
I'll
that
be back.
did.
I just got bumped.
You just got
You
what?
just got what?
Somebody hit the ass into my trailer, so I gotta go check it out. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
I'll wait for you.
Hell,
I'll be back. I'll have my hammer with me. Go ahead and just keep talking.
Oh, it
Okay.
ain't your trailer. Hell, don't worry about it.
It don't matter. I had
As long as
somebody's
The thing
trailer
is,
one
I got
time.
there's stuff in that trailer that's very valuable.
Oh,
Yeah, as long as
okay.
as long as it don't mess up the fifth wheel pin, I wouldn't give two shits.
I'd give a shit. I'm sorry, I'd give a shit whether it was my trailer or not.
Nah,
It's my
I would
responsibility.
definitely go check and see what's going on. Somebody was to hit my damn trailer.
I hit somebody's trailer with my trailer one time, and I felt super bad about it, and I was kind of stuck on it. And the dude's like, "Hold on," and he was super nice, and he got out, and I woke him up too, and he pulled his trailer forward so I could get unstuck from his trailer. And I backed mine out and then pulled it in straight. I swung wide, and I wasn't. This was with my big trailer I had, and it was at a Love's, and I don't know if you know how crowded those places get.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I spent
And
my whole adult life in truck
I
stops.
swung
Damn
out,
right, I
but
remember.
I should have gone over about 2 more car widths over before I did the swing, before I did the turn in, and I was so tired that night, and I screwed up, and oh god, I felt so bad about that.
Dude,
The
I was
dude
at a
super
dock
nice.
one
He's
day.
like, it's fine, trailer's fine, you're fine. He
Yeah,
didn't care.
I was at a dock one night getting unloaded, and I was in the sleeper sleeping while they unloaded my truck. Because they told me it was going to take them like 6 hours to unload.
Wow.
Because they only had 2 people working there that night.
Oh,
So they were,
gotcha.
and the way my load was, the way they had them stacked on the pallets, when they took a pallet off, they had to restack that entire pallet.
Oh,
They had to
that's
tie
ridiculous.
because they had to tie the pallet. If you know what I mean by tying a pallet, they had to tie a pallet. Well, the
Everything
way
good?
the company
What's that?
had to,
I said everything good?
Yeah, his foot slipped off the brake.
Oh.
And I told him, I said, well, if you had your fucking shoes on, you wouldn't have that fucking problem.
Oh, he's
That's
driving
right.
without shoes on. Hey, you just
Hey,
missed the
man.
story about me running into somebody's trailer, and I'm not
Hey,
saying that
man, you
again.
would not believe how many truck drivers do that shit.
Yeah,
Driving those
I
shit
would.
on. I mean, you got to figure them lifers are out there over the road and they're out for 4, 5, 6 weeks at a time. Shit, dude, them jokers be riding
Is
around in their
anybody
boxer
really out
shorts
for
and
that long at
t-shirts
a
and every
time
damn thing else.
anymore?
So what now?
Does anybody go out for that long anymore? Really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The owner operators, hell yeah, they're out for that long. Damn right they are.
Really?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
You got couples now who stay
Well,
on the
couples
road
is different.
constantly. Yeah, they stay. It's a husband and wife.
Yeah, I've known
Dude,
a
they're
couple
on the
of
road
them that
constantly.
they're on the road all the time. That they didn't
Yeah.
even. Last couple I met that were drivers and they were co-drivers. They owned a home, but they hadn't seen it in like 4 months. That
Oh,
their
dude,
kids took care of it
Yep.
for them.
look up some of the drivers that haul for NASA.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, look up some of those drivers. They drive these damn.
Yeah.
They drive these stretch tractors that's got these super sleepers on them. What they are, they make a damn entire RV out of a sleeper.
Yeah. it's
And when I tell
basically
you
like,
an entire RV, dude, it is a entire RV. Walk-in bathroom,
I know exactly what
showers.
you're talking about. It's the same thing as the thing toter home.
Yeah, yeah. And
It's a
some of those
toter
guys
home
that drive for
actually hauls
NASA,
a semi.
yeah, some of those guys that them older people that drive for NASA, dude, they don't go home for like a year and a half at a time. They don't even have a
Right.
home. They have sold their home and they full-time live in their damn trucks.
Whatever works for you, man. If that's what you want to do, do that. That is not me.
But you got, dude, look, you got to be so damn endorsed to be able to haul shit for NASA. I'm talking about, dude, you got to have some heavy endorsements,
I can
big
get
time
those.
shit,
I can get every
big
one of
money
those
endorsements.
endorsements.
And
All I got to do is go to my computer and my printer. Done. Got them all.
what's that?
You're
Your
not listening.
endorsements?
I'm joking.
Oh,
All
I
I
was
got
gonna
to do is
say,
go on my computer and my printer. I have
yeah,
every endorsement you want.
yeah. Okay.
Laminate.
What's up, T? Nah, what I'm saying, nah, but I had 10 endorsements on mine.
I know a few people. I used to. Oh, what was I endorsed? I used to have a hazmat endorsement long time ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hell, that's one of
Long
the
time
very
ago.
first
It's harder to
endorsements I
get
got was
now.
hazmat.
It's harder to get now.
I
Though.
got it.
Hazmat, not fun.
Oh,
Are
it's
you
not.
hazmat, sir?
It's easy.
What?
It's easy to get a hazmat. I got
Is
rid
Oh
of
it?
yeah,
mine.
yeah. That's shit. Believe this or not, when you're hauling produce, some of that shit, dude, you have to have a hazmat to haul that shit.
Well, yeah.
You
It's
might not
flammable.
think so, but you do.
Well,
Well, there's one time I turned around, I went to this location, picked up a load, and I asked him, I was like, "Well, what the hell are you doing with with the string, the rope and shit inside the trailer?" He goes, "Don't worry about it." He says, "Just don't hit your brakes real hard."
oh my God.
I'm like, "Well, I need to know what the hell I'm hauling."
Yeah,
He says,
because
"Don't
it
worry
might.
about it." He says, "Don't worry about it." It was a military load. He says,
Oh yeah,
"Don't
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it. Just get it to your next location." So I turn around, I pull in a DOT scale house, and he goes, "Well, I need to open up this trailer." I said, "Oh, wait a minute." I said, "I'm going to call the general first." I said, "Now I'm going to take your damn pictures and you're cutting that seal."
You damn
He
right.
goes,
Because
"Why?" I
if
said,
you
"I
cut
ain't going
that
to fucking
seal,
jail for you."
you got that shit right.
Yeah, no shit. I
Yeah,
agree.
you don't want to get screwed up
Military
that way,
load,
buddy.
a sealed metal military load. Yeah, you don't cut that off without permission.
So I turn around, I call the general. The general got on my phone, turned around and told him, he says, "You cut that seal, you'll be in leather work before you get home."
You ain't bullshitting, brother. You can't mess with
No
a seal,
shit.
dude. I tell you what,
So
you
I
think
turned,
hauling?
I've packed some of those trailers before.
I'm telling you right now, you think hauling the military loads is bad? You haul currency. You'll see what's bad. I promise you.
No, I would not
all right?
haul currency.
You haul currency one time, I promise you, you'll never want to haul currency again.
No.
That's a motherfucker,
I used to haul U.S.
So,
mail. I hated hauling U.S. mail.
dude. On
so
a
I,
currency load, dude, you are not even allowed to get out of your damn truck. Period. Because when you
Right.
back up to the dock, dude, there is a armed guard walks right up to the side of your door and looks at you. Just stay in your seat. We'll let you know when you can leave.
Yep.
And that's all it is. Dude, you ain't even allowed to get out of your damn
Oh,
truck.
I've been to plenty of ports like that. where you
They
weren't
do
allowed to get
not
out.
fuck
It wasn't
around with courtesy,
even.
buddy. It's rough.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
I end
think
up taking the. So I end up taking it there to the general. I had to call him 2 hours before I got there. He told me I had to stop at a location. He says there will be 6 cars that'll come get you. I asked him, I said, what in the hell am I hauling? He says, I'll tell you when they get in the dock. He says, when you hit that dock, he says, bump it very softly.
Bump it
He says,
softly.
because if you he says if you hit that dock hard, he said you'll have a crater size of 2 miles around. I
You'll
said,
ha-
I
you'll
ain't hitting that fucking dock hard.
Yeah, you was either hauling explosives or you was hauling nitroglycerin. One of the two.
That's what I was hauling is nitroglycerin. I had 3 tubes.
Yep. Yep.
So my question is, how do you didn't have to go through, I'm guessing you didn't have to go on 10 through Arizona at the time or New Mexico.
If
'Cause
you went
then
through
it would
10 through
explode.
Arizona, hell, that'll blow the trailer up all by itself.
That's what I
Look
was
at that.
saying.
That road is rough.
Right.
It is very
No,
rough.
they had me going to every state that had a flat road.
Yeah.
If they had a flat road, I was going down it.
I couldn't believe that
They gave
when
me directions. I didn't get them.
When I came across to come here from Washington, we
Right.
came down California. It was winter time, so we couldn't go across the pass. We couldn't take the short route. We had to take the long route. And I decided to go 10 instead of 40?
That was a bad
And-
mistake, wasn't it?
Oh, which one's further north? Is it 10 or 40?
It's 40 because 10's down lower.
Okay, so I took 40.
40's north.
Oh
Yep.
my God. Well, it's not north. It's north in like the southern states.
Yeah, it's north. It's north
Right.
of 10. Let's put it that
It's
way.
the one that took me through Amarillo, Texas.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
just say
40.
that.
Yeah, that's 40.
40.
And oh my God, through Arizona, New Mexico area, they screwed it. It bounced me so hard that when I finally had time to get into the trailer when we were stuck in Amarillo for 3 days in an ice storm, ice and snow, I went into the trailer and realized how much of my stuff was destroyed,
Yeah.
like damaged so bad, because it was just so much of this. And
Victor, that dude's
oh
lucky
God, it
because
sucked.
they have the right to shoot to kill. That dude got off lucky just getting shot in the leg because those damn armored truck drivers,
Oh
they
my
have the
God!
right
If
to
I
shoot.
was an armored truck driver, you would not even get close to that money.
Yeah.
I'd shoot you if you even looked like you were coming at. Who just?
Well,
left?
you see what Victor said in the chat right there?
Hold on.
Yeah, because
I brought T in and Mike left. What the hell?
yeah, but Victor, no, they have the right to shoot to kill. They don't have to injure or just shoot in the leg or the arm.
Hey,
they got the
I
right
have
to
the right to
give
shoot
you
to
right
kill
there.
too if I feel like I'm in danger.
No, I'm just saying the armored truck guys, armored car guys, they
Oh, yeah.
automatically have the right to shoot to kill.
What
Automatically.
up, T? I need to hear from Mr. Hetzler here because I hear you got a new job, maybe? Hey,
T.
Mike, you're back.
T, get
Yep.
Bama's goober out your mouth, brother. We can't hear you.
He's sitting back in the shadows just looking evil.
Boy, he's just sitting back in the shadow because Bama's over there goddamn teabagging him. He can't even do the Bama must have that motherfucker all the way down his
Are
throat.
you actually there or did you lock up?
If you can hear us, T,
It's like-
wave your hand up so we can see you.
Because I don't think he's moving. Well, he's gone.
Say,
I
all we
think
see
he's
is
locked up.
all we see is you now, Pete.
Because I went to put him on full screen so I could see him better, and he disappeared, and it put me full screen instead.
He'll probably pop back in the damn thing.
Oh, fine. If he does, he does. That's great. I wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, I lost signal. That's where I end up going.
Ah,
Yeah,
how did you
Victor,
lose
I have
signal? You
never-
weren't moving.
I have heard of
I'm at a
armored
truck
trucks
stop.
getting robbed before, but I have personally
You're in
never
a truck
seen one
stop.
get robbed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get old pilot.
T.
You're the
Hessler,
pilot.
type in the chat, say yes or no. Can you hear us speaking to you right now, T. Hessler?
Well, he just typed in the chat to Victor.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to know if he can even hear us talking.
Yeah, what happened there, T? Man, you were here, then you were gone. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop this camera because I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. It's been almost 2 hours now, and I can't hold it anymore. I've been drinking. Come on. What do you want from me?
Yeah, because there was one time I turned around, I had to go pick up a load of what the hell was it? Lingerie. You know that shit's more expensive than computers. It's worth more.
Oh, hell yeah. Some of that shit, buddy, is expensive as hell. Damn right.
So I turned around, I looked at something that was going on there, and the people that are alone, they're like, "What are you looking at?" I said, "I'm trying to see if there's anything on here that'll fit my girlfriend at the time." They're like,
Oh,
"Well, we
so
can
you're
give you some
saying-
items."
sorry, Mike. I'm just reading what Victor's saying. So you mean to tell me the armored car driver got shot instead of the bad guy? Oh, okay. That's because he wouldn't give up the bag of money faster. Oh shit, dude. Well, see, I almost kind of, well, I don't know. I've never been put in that scenario, so I don't know how I'd react. I don't know if I would be able to have my hand and get my gun pulled quick enough. So yeah, I can see where.
Here's the thing, armored car driver, they get the drop on me, which is probably what happened to this guy. That
Yeah,
money
that's what
is
I'm thinking.
not his personal money.
That's right. I just gave it up.
I would give up that money in a heartbeat and like, hey, screw it. My life's worth way more than this money.
Dude, I'd open up the back door and say, here, motherfucker, there's a few more bags. You want those
I
too?
would not do that.
Oh,
Nope.
shit, I would. Fuck it. I ain't dying for somebody else's money. If it ain't mine, fuck it. I ain't dying for it.
You gotta remember, if they've got a lot of money, there's somebody riding in the back there, and I'd open it up and take money.
Well, see, there's usually another armored guy in the back of that damn truck. So I'd definitely try to get him to the back of the truck so the other guy could get the damn pull on him. So usually there's a guy on the outside of the box getting out, and there's another guy on the inside of that box.
Oh, in your kitchen?
But you're right, Pinks. It sounds like the other guy got the drop on him, though. But still, I'm like you. I would have gave up the bag of money. I wouldn't take a chance trying to hold the money.
This stuff right here, this brand, Stirrings, I know it's backwards, but they make really good mixes.
What is that?
It's a sour mix for whiskey sour.
Oh, for alcohol.
But
I got
they
you,
make
okay.
a bunch of different ones, and they're all really good, and they're low sugar. They're not no sugar; they're just low.
Yeah.
Low calorie, and they're real juice. And
Sounds delicious.
it's my favorite whiskey
Who's
sour.
that?
What up, T?
That's not
What's up, T?
What is going on, gentlemen, ladies in the chat, if there are any? Don't want to leave any of them out.
Well, the ladies just come up on the chat on the panel now. She's talking to us.
Unless my
Yeah.
wife is in here, there are no women in this chat. Oh my god!
Oh, I was talking
Right.
about T. I'm talking about T.
No. So where you
I
at,
gave
T?
I gave Salty's sister a job planting tulips for $10. She ain't stopped since. She got her tulips planted on D's.
I was like, well, damn, you're probably paying more than she's worth.
I always put tulips on the organ. Roses
Oh,
on
man.
the piano, tulips on the organ.
That's it. Hey, Michael, I know exactly what you're talking about because I've taken both routes through New Mexico and Texas. And there, man, some of them roads, they'll jar your damn teeth.
They will.
Dude, Highway
Especially
10.
with a damn, when you've got a 34, I know, fuckers, you're running 40 to 50 footers, or what, 54 foot?
53.
53.
53. Been a while. I only had 34 feet, and it was only 13 feet tall, but if I was pulled up next to a semi, you come to the back, they both looked about the same height.
Oh, yeah, they almost the same
Mine
height.
went
Hell
all the
yeah.
way to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
That stopper trailer was a beast. And no, I didn't pull 80,000 pounds. I pulled legally. I think my hitch is like what rated
Well, see, basically,
4,000, but I was
basically
running
though,
26.
laying all jokes aside, you were pulling the equivalent of what tractor and trailers pull because your
Yeah.
truck was so much smaller. So basically, you were still pulling the equivalent.
I was
to
pulling
what
about
the big boys are pulling.
26,000 pounds. When I weighed it, the last time I weighed it, it was at 26,000. Before that, it was at 36,000. I was way overweight. I had to
Well,
dump
you ain't lying about that shit.
I
Holy
went
fuck.
home. I took it home after weighing it because it just felt wrong, and I went and took it to a cat scale and had it weighed, and it was at 34,000 pounds with my truck off the scale. When we unhooked the truck from it so we could get the actual weight, it was at 34 or 35,000. We took it back and we
God
took a
almighty.
bunch of tools. We just grabbed a bunch of tools out of all my toolboxes, boxed them up to ship them, and we got it down to 26,000 pounds. And it was so much different when I changed it. And it was fine until a semi went past me and then, sucked my trailer and then blew it out.
Oh yeah,
Every
yeah,
time. 'Cause the
but
semi
believe it or
goes
not,
at 80 and
at-
I'm
Caught
doing
that sale.
65.
at 26,000 pounds, you were underweight by 1 pound.
What do you
Literally,
mean?
you were because 26,000 and 1 pound, you got to have a CDL. Literally,
Yep.
it's 26,000 and 1 pound. You got to have a CDL.
I
You were
told
under-
the
you were underweight
approximate
by
weight.
1 pound.
I may have been staying a little low. I was over 26.
Oh, okay. Well, I
I
could
was
just
like
say,
26.5.
yeah,
Yes,
I'm just
I
saying
know
the
what I
legal.
was supposed to.
So-
Legally, I know what I was supposed to do, but I wasn't going to get a CDL just to drive across country.
Okay, Victor. Now, why would a armor car driver show up to a damn drop and it's nobody but him? He asked to get robbed.
Yeah, I didn't think armored car drivers
Yeah.
ever worked alone.
Yeah, that's what he just said. He said the problem was the driver showed up alone at the mall, warned the
Hold
company
on.
not to
I
do that.
read that. Shot him in the
That is
leg.
crazy.
I think it was an inside job, and he did that on purpose. He shot him in a non-lethal place.
Right.
I think that guy was in on it.
I mean, but still, I mean, the armored car company at this point would kind of have to take the blame on this one because they sent a driver out there to make a drop by himself.
I didn't think they did that at all.
I didn't even think that was
Armored
even
cars
legal.
Always had two people in them.
Yeah, I
I've
didn't
never
think
seen one with a single. Ever.
me either. Not
It
unless
might
somebody
depend
just
on. It might depend on what job they're doing because I've seen some that will come in to load an ATM by themselves. Now there's another guy in the truck, but they don't work in pairs outside of the
No.
truck.
But I'm saying there's two people in the truck.
Yeah.
yeah, but he's
and that
sitting here
means
saying the
person
guy
in
showed up
truck
alone.
Could cover
Damn.
the person outside the truck because they have the rifle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they got cameras all around the damn truck anyway. So I mean,
That's
from the
crazy.
inside they can see what's going on the outside. So I mean, you kind of have to lay the blame on the armored car company if they only send him out by himself. At
Yep.
least in my opinion, I think that sounds right. I don't know
agree.
how it really works, but that just don't even sound right.
Depends on their SOP, their standard operating procedures. Mike,
I think
let me
they've all
just-
changed in recent years. Pros
Mike,
out
I
of
just wanna-
Massachusetts that hit them. Well, that's why I'm
Yeah.
saying the pros. They could have paid the inside of the driver. I'm sorry, they shot him in the leg. If I was shooting you because I'm stealing your money, I'm not shooting you in the leg so you could somehow possibly identify me.
Oh no, that's the
I'm
whole
sorry.
point of robbing you, so
The
I can't
only
get
thing-
identified.
If I am going to shoot a gun that's not at a target, it's at a human, I am shooting to kill. I never
You
shoot to
damn
kill.
Skippy dude. I ain't trying to injure nobody.
That's just I'm sorry, that's just the way I am. So
Yeah.
this was a bad route. It looks like they scoped out the mall for weeks probably. And it was a route where they realized there was only one person in that car all the time.
Yeah.
And that
Well, it
was
sounds like
bad.
the mall
bad
already
deal.
knew what was going on because he said the mall said that they told the armored car company not to send nobody alone, and they sent somebody alone anyway. So evidently the mall must have been in a bad part of
I
town
don't know.
or some
I don't
bullshit.
know.
I
It's all
mean,
for right now, it's all hearsay. Don't know what anything is.
All I know
I'll
is
tell you.
if I would have been working for that armor car company and they wanted me to go deliver money and nobody else in there with me, I would have flat ass out refused. Like,
Yep,
nope, I ain't
same
doing
here.
it.
I can't because I can't do my job and have my gun
Watch.
out at the same
Yeah, I
time.
can't watch my own back while I'm doing my job.
Mhm.
I'll tell you one thing that's true, and that is Barbecue Mike's beard is looking magnanimous.
It is, isn't it? It looks
You
great.
just want to run your fingers through his beard, don't you?
Mhm.
Tic Tac
I'm
no,
gonna
Car Mob get jealous.
Hey, buddy. So how's the Florida thing going, bud?
It's going good. I talked to the gentleman just yesterday. All my paperwork is being processed through. So 6 to 8 week, about another. He said it could take up to 4 weeks for paperwork to process. So I'm looking at about an 8 to 9 week turnaround time.
So you might be heading down there, say right around Christmas time.
Middle of December, Christmas
Mhm.
time.
Dude, that's actually the perfect time because it's going to be cold and you're going to be going to a warm state. That's actually going to be perfect.
Yeah, well, Texas ain't that. It won't be
I
that
was gonna
cold
say,
in
even
Dallas,
in
but
December, it don't get that cold in Texas.
yeah, it won't be
Although
as
Yeah,
last
but
cold.
still,
Last
dude,
time
he's
I was
going.
in Texas in January, I was in an ice storm. So
Dude,
fuck
he's
that
going to
place.
Panama City. Dude, how
Yeah.
could you not
Jesus.
want to go to Panama City? Like, yes,
It's
I'm ready to transfer right fucking now.
so for those that don't know, I was offered a job as a police officer with the United States Air Force Civilian Security Force in Tyndale Air Force Base in right outside of
Ooh,
Panama
Yep,
that's
I
supposed to
told
be
my
a
Panama
brother
really
about
nice
that
place,
job.
City.
too.
I told
That's
my
supposed to be a
brother,
really
because my
nice
brother's in
place.
the Air Force.
Yes, sir.
I was and he said, he goes, I bet you $100 he's going to Tyndale. That's the
Yeah,
first words out of my brother's mouth. He said, I bet he's going to Tyndale.
Yeah, the guy told me, he asked me if I rode motorcycles, y'all. I said, yeah, I've been riding motorcycles for 36 years. He said, that's great, Ted, because he goes, you can go out on on a beach patrol on the ATV and watch the sunset.
I'm like, well, hell, when can I come do this? Hey, the beaches are still open, brother. Just transfer me right now.
Then he
I'm
asked,
ready.
he said, sir, can you swim? I said, yes, sir. I've been through rescue swimming and I also swim. He goes, great, because I got boat patrol for you too.
Dude, I can swim too. I swim just like a rock, straight to the bottom. Nah, I can swim. I'm just messing with you.
I can swim. I can float, no matter what. Fat
All
Look,
that
fuck,
hot,
man.
I
all
can
that hot
swim.
airsoft he's got, he'd probably take
Look.
off like a balloon.
Look here, I can look. I can swim,
Yep.
but all these years of smoking Marlboros, I cannot tell you how far I can swim anymore. That's the problem. I can swim, but I just don't know how far I can go.
Them cowboy killers.
Boy, you ain't lying. I'm gonna send you this picture, man. Check this shit out. You're gonna like this. It's right on
Copy
lines of
that.
what I don't know how many of these you will see down there. I need to ask my brother because he will definitely 100% know. Let me pull up your name. He was just in Connecticut last week. And he was and you might even know the Air Force base that he was at. He said it's
Victor might know.
yeah, you know what? He might know too. But he said it's a combination of a Air Force base and a civilian airport. They're both
okay.
combined.
There's been that. They do that in a couple of places. They do that in Honolulu, Hawaii.
Yeah, there's a couple places got like Air National Guard right off the airport's main runways.
He told
They
me the
can
damn
land.
name of it, but
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of it to save my life, buddy. But he
Yeah.
did tell me the name of the damn Air Force base he was at.
Yeah, y'all.
But
I was applying. I was sorry to cut you, Salty, but I was
no,
applying
you're
for
fine. You're fine. Go ahead.
some jobs to get me a promotion, and one of them was in Pensacola, Florida. And I prayed about it, and studied for this interview and all that, and I didn't get it. Now I didn't go, oh Lord, why didn't I get it? I prayed about it. I've been good. I've studied. I can't believe I didn't get it. Why? I said, Lord, thank you for the opportunity to qualify me, because the interview honestly did come out of nowhere, and I appreciate the opportunity. I know a bigger and better door is going to open. 2 hours later, oh y'all, I got a phone call from this gentleman. I thought they were made a mistake. I said, "Hey, you got it." Tic Tac. No, it was a way better offer. Praise the Lord.
Oh, good for you, man.
You see what Victor said to you in the chat?
I got. Let me get on the Chatify.
I'll read it
So
to you. He said, T, let's meet up at the NMRA race in Gainesville, March. So,
in Gainesville.
I'm assuming he means Gainesville, Florida. So,
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Well, the cool thing about it too, y'all, the gentleman told me, he said, "Ted, I don't know if you'll have a problem with this kind of schedule, but you'll be 3 on, 4 off, 4 on, 3 off."
I'm like, nope,
Yeah,
wouldn't have a problem with it at all.
I said,
That's
"I'm
horrible.
going to have to get used to, maybe it's going to take some adjustment and getting used to that. So, please work with me on that." And he started laughing.
So where is it you're going to be?
Pardon,
Tyndale
sir?
Air Force Base.
Which
Panama
one?
City.
Panama City. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Panama City Beach, Florida.
You see that picture I just sent you?
Panama.
No, sir, I got my phone, so it's online that, but I'll check it out.
I'm looking right now because I don't remember exactly where Panama City Beach is.
Pretty much
you're
top
gonna
of the
be right
Gulf
where
there.
My wife was not too long
Yeah,
ago.
it's almost like in the Bend. Where,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pigs, I think it's like 5 hours from RJ, so it ain't too far from you. And once I get settled in,
It's
y'all.
about 6 hours. Hold on. Hey, sweetie. Oh, let me see if she's still awake. I'll be right back.
I'm surprised. Hey, I'm surprised Salty didn't answer back. What do you need?
No, you got the wrong one. Bama's already in bed. He's not answering. Bama would have
Where is
answered
Bama?
that. Oh, dude,
Where
he's
is-
probably, dude, you got to remember, he's about 90 years old, so it's 11 o'clock. He's probably in his old man bloomers in bed right now.
Yeah, he's probably taking his Geritol pills, Ginkgo for tomorrow.
He probably had to put up the bumpers on the side of his bed so they don't roll out.
According to my wife,
Damn.
according to my wife, you're about 7 hours. You'll be about 7 hours from here.
Well, that's cool. Once I get settled in, Pigs, y'all ever want to come to the beach, come on down.
Yeah. What? And what's that military base again?
Tyndale Air Force Base.
Tyndall, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
I
brother
talked-
knew exactly where you were going.
Yeah, I talked to the guy yesterday, and he was.
Tyndall. Yeah, Tyndall.
I talked to him yesterday. I said, "Listen, I really appreciate the opportunity and look forward to serving with you." He goes, "Ted, I really look forward to meeting you too, man."
So
That's
it's
cool,
about
man.
a 6.5 hour drive if I don't stop. If I
There you
could
go.
go 6.5 hours without stopping for gas, to pee, to get something to eat, it's 6 hours and 25 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Dude, there's no way I can drive that many
So that
miles
means-
anymore without having to stop
And
and piss.
because of the route, you're about the same from RJ's place. Almost exactly the same because of the highways
so-
and shit.
Yeah, once I get settled in, man, I'll be able to see some of
Hey.
y'all again.
When you get
Mike,
settled
you
in,
ever bring-
let me know. We'll find a time to come down there and hang out.
Hell yeah, Magic Mike. My man Barbecue Mike, out of sight. You ever come through there, you got a place to spend the night.
All right, I remember that.
He's gonna be moving down there here in probably a few years.
Are you?
Yeah, that's what he said. He said as soon as whatever happened with his mother-in-law and stuff, him and his wife are moving to Florida.
Right on.
Florida. Yeah, but Florida's huge though.
I don't know. Yeah, now what part of the, Florida did you say y'all were gonna be moving to, Mike? Or you just don't know yet?
We don't know yet. Now she's thinking about shit, what is that? The North Carolina part, or Tennessee and North Carolina meet that area, or Tennessee
beautiful mountains.
and Alabama.
But
Right,
say
no,
I mean that ain't Florida, brother. That's a few miles from Florida.
No,
That's
but
Chattanooga.
Yeah.
Like Chattanooga.
that is a beautiful area though. The mountains, the Smoky Mountains.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Smoky Mountains are absolutely gorgeous, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, she don't
Look at
want
it.
to deal with the bugs down in Florida.
yeah.
She don't want
I
to deal with
get
the blood
that.
down
I
in
get
Florida.
that.
No,
But
she's
it
just gonna
does
deal with
get
all them
kinda-
damn snakes up in the mountains and them damn bears.
Depending on where you are in the mountains, it gets kind of cold in the wintertime.
Yeah. Look, you'll see all 4 seasons, brother. Promise you that shit.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Because my
Yeah,
parents lived in that part of the
guarantee
mountains They lived in a small town in North Carolina in the mountains, and that like near Asheville, but not quite.
Mhm.
I
Can't
like
remember the name of
Asheville.
the town, but it's close to that area where it's like North Carolina, Tennessee, almost to Alabama. Because I'd go
Right.
home and when I was stationed at Redstone, they lived there, and I'd go home and see my parents on the weekend every like at least once a month, and it was like a 2-hour drive.
Right.
Dude, that's right. Ain't that around up in the area where they damn still have a lot of steels and shit up in the mountains? Because I
No,
know
I
that's
ain't
like
worried.
right in that
well, they
area.
do, but they're all just for family. Nobody's selling shit.
Yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Yeah, there's tons.
Oh,
of that.
they're selling that shit, but they
Oh yeah,
stay
but
in
they aren't
hush
getting
with
in
that shit.
trouble for it because people don't care anymore. All you got to do is get a license so you can sell it, and it doesn't cost.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about. I ain't worried about no damn snakes because I'll cut their damn head off, skin them, and eat them.
What you gonna do about them damn bears? You ain't cutting that motherfucking heads
Oh
off.
no, the bears in North Carolina are teeny. They're little guys. They're little brown bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Little
bear's
black
a bear.
actually. I
That
think there's
motherfucker got
black
that somebody's
bears.
got. I don't give a damn. Bears, they got some big ass teeth, toopies. I ain't fucking
You
with
know
them.
what? I
I
ain't
don't
worried about
know.
a bear's teeth as much as I is their claws. But a small black bear, I'm not really worried about them at all.
I'll tell
We
y'all
had a
right now.
600-pound bear come charging at my dad.
No, I've never had one that big charge at me. I've seen one. We were at Lake Shasta with my dad. We were out on the water on the boat, and we hear this noise and some rocks falling. We look up because the lake level is kind of low. And not as low as it is now, not even close, about half that. And we look up on the edge. There is this huge fucking grizzly bear.
Dude, that is
What?
something I have never seen in person. I have never seen a grizzly bear in person. I've seen
It
a
was
bunch of
close
black
enough
bears,
that it freaked us
but
out
I've never
enough
seen
that
a
my
grizzly.
dad decided we weren't fishing there and we moved.
Oh, I don't blame him.
Because
Well, the thing is,
I mean,
the thing,
it was a good 30 feet up. If the bear had jumped, he'd have hurt himself.
Yeah.
right.
Like I said,
Well, the
I've
thing
never
is,
seen a grizzly in person. I've seen a black bear, but I've never seen a grizzly.
the
Yeah.
bear came charging at my dad, and we got so many guns and laying around his house that we always had the 50 cal on the back porch. So we turned around and we grabbed it. My dad took a shot. My dad missed. Now my dad's 81 years old.
Oh,
I get it. I shoot it. I shoot it in the fucking eyeball, and here goes the back of his scalp. And we buried him right where he laid.
I am surprised that bear didn't stop when he heard the first gunshot. Seriously.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, they say usually they'll
I've
take off
actually
running
seen a
and stuff.
bear stop from a 45 going off near it.
I could
Well, I
I
think it
could
was.
stop
I think,
I could stop a bear attack with a 38.
Yeah.
I'll
Problem
shoot
is-
salty.
I think it,
I'll
You
just
what?
shoot
I think it was
salty
after
in the
my
knee.
dad's chickens.
What was that about the salty now? Say it again, T.
I'll just shoot salty in the knee with that 38. Let the bear get him. I ain't gonna be a part of no bear attack.
I don't
You know,
blame you.
when a bear's chasing you,
You gonna sacrifice my ass, huh?
you don't have to be that fast. You just have to be
Right.
faster than your friends that are with you.
You want to stop?
That's
Yeah,
right.
stop a bear attack. I'll stop a bear attack with a 38. I'll shoot the guy next to me. I ain't getting
That's
attacked.
right. I let this motherfucker hang out. I'm gone. I don't blame you.
Well,
Hey,
we
you know
think
what?
he was. Well, we think the damn bear was after all my dad's chickens because my
Oh,
dad
they
had
will, brother.
over. I think he had 80 or 90 chickens, and we always give them around this time of year. We give them pumpkins.
They will, man. Them damn bears get in them damn chicken pens, buddy.
The
and
worst
that
thing
shit,
I've
they'll
had
go
with
after
a
'em.
bear was I've had bears eat my food at a campsite. And that was when I was first camping, not young, but when I was first camping as an adult. And then I realized that was our fuck up. We knew bears were in the area. And these are small bears. We weren't worried about the bears for ourselves. Because from everything we were told by the park rangers is the bears won't bother you. They just want your food.
Yeah.
And if you don't do the certain things with your food, like you're supposed to keep it off the ground, keep it sealed, and we didn't one night. And it's because we drank too much that night.
Yeah.
We left food out on our picnic table, but it was in containers, but it was left out. And the bears just tore that crap up.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
my uncle took us to the Smoky Mountains when we were younger. I mean, a lot younger. Hell, I think I
No,
was
this
like
is in Washington.
7.
Though. This wasn't.
Yeah, this was like
wasn't
I was
East
like
Coast.
7 or 8 or 9 or something like that. We went up to the Smoky Mountains, and we never had a problem with bears. Because we read the signs and we did what we were supposed to do with our food and stuff. The problem is when we all went to the river to play in the river and stuff like that. We got back and we didn't think nothing about it. We walked in our tent and there was a fucking skunk in that motherfucker, and he sprayed the inside of our fucking tent, dude, and fucked us up.
Luckily, I got to knock on wood. I have never had that problem with a skunk.
That was
Yeah,
my
me
first
neither.
time ever damn it encounter with a skunk. I was like, what
Most
the
of the time, when I
fuck?
smell skunks, they're on the side of the road dead or something, or it's somewhere near me, and they've probably been run over by a car.
Yep. Hey, Salty, a couple
Yes, sir.
years later when your uncle took you camping back up there in the Smoky Mountain, that's when you first encountered banjos too, wasn't it?
No. He never. No, after that skunk deal, he never fucking took it. He never took us back. We
He
never
sure
went
does
back
got
again.
he sure does got a pretty mouth, don't he?
No, we just stayed in Georgia and went to the local lakes. We went fishing and camping on the side of the lakes. We never went back to the mountains
Like
again.
a pig.
We're like a pig.
Yeah, we did. We never went back to the mountains after that. I mean, I've been since, since I've been an adult and stuff like
I
that.
had
But
one.
I
had something.
no, he
like-
never took us back when we was kids.
You figure you just didn't have to go that far.
I had the story loaded, and then I just lost it. I'm serious. I had something I was going to tell y'all from a camping trip from years ago, and it just gone. Just
Don't worry,
Listen
brother.
to yours.
It
Hilarious,
happens to all
funny,
of us, man. It
and
happens to all of us.
number
Some
4.
whiskey sours.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's
Hey,
whiskey to here. So whiskey to here, sour to here.
well,
it's like last year.
But you know what? Right now, my back doesn't hurt.
hey, there you
that's
go.
good.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
The
right there.
only time of day that it does not hurt.
Hey, and guess what? It is hump day, so you only got 2 more days of fucking that bullshit at work.
On Monday, I go back to the surgeon, and I've done all the stuff that insurance requires. I've done the steroids. I've done the physical therapy, Friday being my last day. And so Monday, I go back to the doctor, and hopefully I will get scheduled and figure out the whole thing. If they can do the surgery where they do the separators, not the fusing, where they put the little spongy separators in so that my nerves aren't getting crushed by my spine.
Yeah,
Is what's
exactly.
happening to me. And it
Yeah, my
hurts
neighbor
like
over
mother-
here that works for Delta, he goes in this coming up Monday. He's gonna have damn shoulder replacement surgery.
Oh,
and,
God, I need
and
my
I-
shoulders fixed too.
Dude,
That's
I asked
another
him-
story.
I've never seen or never talked to anybody that's ever had a shoulder replacement
I
surgery
didn't know
before.
they did. I know they did ball joint replacement on the
Yeah,
shoulder
but he-
where they replaced the ball.
Yeah, but he said they're
and-
doing it down. He said he's got to have both of them done. He said he's doing
Yeah.
one this year. He said, and I asked him, I said,
They
well,
do
how long
one,
did the
one
doctor?
at a time?
Yeah, I asked him, I said, well, how long did the doctor say you're going to be recovering? He said, 9 months. I was
How
like,
old is he?
holy he is 58.
Okay,
He works
that's
for,
why.
yeah, he works
So-
for Delta.
If they were to have to do that on somebody that's up to like 30 years old, your recovery time is less than 6 months.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe when they
It's-
told
it's
him
an
9
age
months.
thing.
I asked him,
Yeah.
I said, well, how long are they going to keep you out of work for this? He said, 9 months.
Oh,
I said,
okay.
really? I said,
He works for an airline. The reason
Yeah,
they're
he
doing
works-
that is because
yeah, he works-
can take 9 months off.
Yeah, he works for Delta. He's been with Delta for a long time.
Yeah, he
And,
can take 9 months off and still get paid.
Oh, that's what he said. He goes, I'll never lose an hour of pay. That's what he said. He
That's
goes,
the
I'll
reason.
get. I was
He
like
doesn't-
crazy though.
He
That's why I
doesn't
said 9
need
months.
9
That's a long
to
damn time.
recuperate. It's probably about 6 months or less. But even if they replace both parts of his shoulder, because I've seen them both done separately, but I know they can do both, where they do the socket and the what's the other part called?
The ball.
The ball and the socket.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Well,
the
no,
same-
see, he's got to have
Like
both shoulders done. He said he's doing
you
one
don't
this
do
year.
both- They won't do both at the same time.
Yeah, he said he's doing one this year, and then next year, they're going to do one now. Well, this coming
And
Monday.
one in a year.
and said they're gonna do this other one in late 2024 about this time next year.
Yeah, they can't do both at the same time. That totally incapacitates you.
I was
Completely.
like, holy shit, Jerry. I said, you're gonna be out of work for a long time. He goes, dude, I'm gonna be out of work almost 2 fucking years and I'm gonna get paid for every day of that shit.
So
He
I
goes,
need, I need to get both my shoulders done, but now I need both my biceps fixed at the same time because I've ripped them both.
oh
And,
God.
and I just can't do it. It's
Dude,
like I do stuff where I have to lift things and
Yeah.
they start hurting so bad. And,
I have
and
I've never
really
tore
slows
or
me
ripped a
down.
bicep, but they said that's a fucked up recovery, man.
So you should see. I have pictures from like 3 years ago where this muscle right here, this whole thing, was black and blue, purple. You know,
Oh shit, I
whole
bet that
retracted.
son of a bitch hurt. Good
from
lord.
lifting something that normally for me was nothing, and I was using both arms, and it was nothing, and it didn't seem like it hurt, and then all of a sudden I feel this pain, and I'm like, what the hell? And the next day it's like completely purple, the whole thing.
Oh shit.
Like, what the hell did I do? And I found out, and I went to the doctor and found out I ripped my bicep, and the only way to fix it was surgery. But at my age, it's not. This is what they told me. It's not worth it at my age. If I were like in my 20s, yeah, you fix it. But in your 50s, you don't fix it. It's not worth it.
Really?
Now,
No
Pigs,
shit.
you said you have a picture of that, which you're more than welcome to show. Salty, you're
I'd
not
have
going
to
to show
find
out a picture. You're not going to show that picture of your blown out O-ring that you ripped. Okay.
Damn.
None
Damn,
of
bro.
us old guys will. We don't show that.
Trust me, if y'all see my blowout O-ring, ain't none of y'all ever gonna recover from that.
That was from your boy. That was from your boy Hot Sauce and D Block, wasn't it?
Hell no, not me, brother. Oh, you got me fucked up. Not me.
I don't even know if I can find this picture. Let's see. That's two years ago. See if I can-
I mean, I do my best to stay out of those places, T. Man, I try
Hey,
my
Pigs.
best to be straight and narrow, man.
What
I
year
hear
is
you.
it? It's
Did the muscles
23, right?
retract?
So 21.
Did the muscle retract in there in your arm?
It does weird things now. It doesn't look the same as it used to. It
Uh-huh.
bumps more than it used to. And it's in both arms now because I did it in both, but only one of them bruised really bad. And it was
Wow.
like within a year of each other, they both did the same thing.
That's
it was
crazy.
really,
Man.
really bad.
I
it
honestly hope that never happens to me.
And what kills me, it was like me doing something normal, like not even
Yeah.
straining myself.
Salty. So with you, you don't have to worry about that happening because you don't do anything extraneous except wipe your ass.
Dude,
Well,
I tell you
he
what,
doesn't even do that
what's
now.
extreme.
His mom does
Dude,
it
I tell you
anymore.
what was strenuous today. This dude's every time I swipe that damn debit card, that shit hurt. Cause
Yeah,
boy,
no
I
shit.
tell you what, man,
I bet that
they
did.
they fucked me bone dry today. I'm telling you,
Bone
God.
dry.
I mean,
Damn.
dude, it got to the point, man. Well, they wasn't even using no lube, and I couldn't even tell it no more. Dude, they were kicking my ass. I was like, dude, I went to the dealership and bought a damn gas cap. That's how much it was, $92 for a gas cap.
Come on, there we go.
Damn.
He enjoyed every
That
minute of
looks-
it. T.
And I
Yeah,
told the
looks
dude at the parts
painful.
counter, I
Uh.
said, look, dude, I'm not trying to buy the gas tank. I just want the gas cap. He goes, that is the price for the gas cap. I was like, you got to be serious, man.
This is
Really?
after a couple. This is when it first started.
Oh,
You see you can see
Hold on a
where
sec.
it's the,
Hold on a second. Let me just put my camera back on. Holy shit, look at that.
yeah.
Were you
Yeah.
trying to become Barney?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Dude, you were literally trying to become Barney, like for real.
Yeah.
That
I
son
was
of a bitch is
Damn.
purple as a motherfucker, dude.
So I was lifting a cabinet, and it wasn't. This was a cabinet where like an electrical cabinet. It wasn't even a big one. It was a small one, and it was on a fulcrum, which I normally lift with one hand. I did this with two arms, just lifting it back up. Usually, no problem. And when I was doing it, that happened, and it hurt like a mother.
Boy,
Like,
I bet
got the
damn
thing
that
up,
looked like
but
it hurt.
it's like-
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It didn't. It didn't make a sound. It didn't do anything. It just like hurt. And then the next day, that's what it looked like.
Dude, the only thing I
Then
can
the next
relate that
day-
to, only thing I can relate that to is when I had that wreck in my 18-wheeler when that dump truck pulled out in front of me and I T-boned it. And that's when I went up. It, you know, back in the day like that, we didn't wear no damn seatbelts, no tractor trailer. But when I hit him, he was loaded full of sand too. So when I hit him, trust me, my 18-wheeler stopped.
It was like,
You know, it stopped. And it threw me into the
force met the immovable object.
yeah. When it threw me forward and to the right. So when I hit the steering wheel, it broke all of my ribs on my right side, and then it threw me into the damn I don't know if you probably don't know a whole lot about the inside of a tractor trailer, but I know Mike and Pinks do. But you know how the dash comes out with all your buttons and switches and all that shit out on the right side?
Yeah.
It threw me.
Yep.
It threw me on top of that.
You got the flat dash?
No, not in my
No, I'm talking to
359.
Mike. I'm asking if he's got a flat dash or not.
No. Nope.
No, in my
Mine's
359, mine
You
was
got
round
the-
too in my
the-
359.
The one that comes around you, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one I had. And
That hurt.
so
That
when
was
it threw,
November
when I hit the steering wheel,
2021.
when I hit the steering wheel, I hit that, broke all my ribs on my right side. Then it threw me on top of that,
Oh,
into that, and then it just finished crushing. It broke my arm, broke my right wrist, broke my right arm, broke my right elbow, broke my right wrist, broke 4 of my fingers on my right hand. It broke my right jaw. It crushed my damn ear socket on my right side. Then my head went forward, and I busted my head really bad on the windshield. And well, I was fucked up. You talking about something? I was fucked up. I was like,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
This
I got-
So you're done
this will be
jerking
a
off
long
for a
recovery.
while.
Oh, I was out. I was out for a long while. Long while.
How you like that? That's the odometer. That was perfect. The
Yeah,
one.
I'm just telling you,
On
when
one
you damn,
vehicle.
yeah, when you got them old school Pete 359s, dude, I'm telling you, them some bitches are solid. They ain't like made out of these cheap like Volvo and Freightliner shit these days.
Oh hell no! Those, I
Them
know
damn
what you're talking
dashes,
about.
they don't move. Trust me,
No.
when you hit them, they don't give
See, here's the
at
thing.
all.
Hey, Salty. I always
Yeah.
wore my seatbelt. I still do. I always wear my seatbelt. And you got to remember, my last job taught me why I should wear my seatbelt because I've always worn a seatbelt ever since I've been in a car and could put one on. I've always worn one, except for maybe in the back seat. But in the front seat, always wore one. And then my last job, I worked for Seattle Safety. We made crash test systems, and I went to all these car manufacturers and saw all these tests done and what happens at low speed even. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to wear my fucking seatbelt. I just am. That's all
Well,
there is
see,
to it.
you don't. I mean, when you're in a big ass tractor trailer like that, you don't think of hitting anything and it just stopping you dead in your tracks
Yeah,
right
I
there.
do though, because I've
You
seen
know,
it
you know what I
happen.
mean? Because you're driving a 90. Look, you're driving a 90,000-pound rig.
And they
Usually,
stop
whatever
the
you hit, it moves. But I didn't. That motherfucker didn't move.
Well, I
It
understand.
stopped me.
A loaded dump truck with rock or sand is not going to move very easily. They are heavy.
Dude, I mean, he just cold-blooded just ran the red light. He didn't even try to stop.
Oh God, I hate that. I had a semi when I was a teenager. I had a semi run a red light in North Carolina. I was driving a motorcycle, an enduro style, and I ended up doing the slide and slid under his trailer because he ran the red light, and I was driving.
Damn.
I slid under his trailer and popped back up on the other side, and he just kept going.
You're trying to pull that Buford T. Justice shit. What? You're trying to give yourself a convertible?
Yeah, no shit. I
Y'all
almost
remember that
had
shit in Smokey and the Bandit, don't you?
I came so close, and I think I might have been 17 at the time, so close to being a dead man.
Oh, you're
I
almost
mean,
a
like,
flat man.
I was probably this close. My head was probably this close to his rear wheel on his trailer when I came out from under it.
You was almost a flat man, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I was almost flat man and ribbon.
Mhm. I've actually seen some bad shit out on the roads. I mean, I don't know how much Mike
that
is
scared
seen.
me so much more after it happened than it did while it happened. You know what I mean? Because while it happened, it was just instincts. Threw myself down, and I slid. And I was luckily wearing full gear at the time because I was going to a motocross thing, and slid and popped myself back up. I never fell off the bike. The bike never wrecked. I mean, it got scratched up from hitting the concrete, but that I'd done that plenty of times with this bike, you know. And popped myself back up. And it wasn't until after it happened and I'd pulled over and stopped that I realized what had just happened. And then I about puked. Actually, I did puke. It freaked me out so bad that I ended up not doing anything that day other than going home.
Yeah, I seen a dude get
And I went home with my bike in the back of a truck and me in the cab.
Yeah, I seen a dude get I can't say the goddamn word.
Decapitated.
Yeah, I seen a dude get decapitated right fucking next to my driver's door one time. Just dude right next to my driver's door.
I have never seen that happen.
I seen it. Shit happen.
But I've seen the after effects of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a good thing.
Well, we were just cruising down the road. Traffic was heavy as a motherfucker. So we was probably only running, I'd say at the most, we was on the interstate and we was probably running at the most 20 miles an hour. I mean,
God,
at the very most 20 miles an hour. And it was a damn police chase that was coming up behind us. And this dude cut and went through the damn emergency lane next to the wall. Not over on the shoulder, but next to the fucking wall trying to get by all the tractor and trailers. And he clipped a damn another car. And his car went over, smacked the wall, and he came right back over and hit the back of one of those tractor trailers that was in front of me, the one right beside me. And he did, and his car went right under the back of that motherfucker. Just like, pow, and he was done right there.
Yeah, I've seen videos of that.
That was the end of his shit right there.
I've seen videos of things like that happening in recent years because everybody's got video of everything now. And that's just wrong. That ain't right.
Right.
Dude, I seen another guy get decapitated one time. For T, and you would probably know. Well, everybody here probably know about it, but especially people who ride bikes. You know, when you're on a bridge and you're going through like, anybody been through the tall bridges like in Atlanta, like through Spaghetti Junction and shit like that? Well, they don't have the mile markers like on the wall. They don't have the mile markers just right even with the top of the wall. They got a pole that comes up and then the mile markers on top of that pole.
Yeah.
On top of Spaghetti Junction. Well, this dude was coming by us, and I was just in my car driving. I wasn't in the tractor trailer. But this dude was just showing his ass on a crotch rocket motorcycle. Just showing his ass, trying to go around all the traffic. Lost control of that motherfucker, went off the bridge, and when he did, his fucking head caught that fucking mile marker, right off that motherfucker went.
Well, all I think about guys like that is, man, it's your own fault.
Yeah, I mean, he done that shit to himself, dude. And there wasn't no traffic to worry about. I mean, he didn't have no reason to be doing all that shit. But he was going so fast, he just didn't want to stop. He was passing everybody on both sides, fucking merch lane and everything else, on a bridge that's turning left. And he went off the high side of that motherfucker.
Only time I've ever done something anywhere near that is in California. I split lanes because it was legal in traffic, and you don't go faster than 10 miles an hour, faster than what traffic's moving, under the speed limit.
So that's what kills me about these guys. Don't get me wrong. I know, look, even a crotch rocket or a rice bucket bike or whatever you want to call those things.
I was on a Rebel 250. Come on.
You know, they're all made.
Speed limit with me on it.
Yeah, they're all made to be respected. You know, even those bikes, as fast as they are, you're still supposed to respect the damn bike. Yeah, but how many times have you been going up and down the interstate and you hear the sound long before you ever hear the bike? And all of a sudden the bastard come by you and all you hear is a whoop, that motherfucker is gone. I'm like, dude, you're gonna hurt yourself or hurt somebody else driving like that out here on the interstate. That shit is stupid.
That's just stupid.
That's just stupid, dude.
I love bikes. I ride bikes, or at least I used to. but I don't do stupid shit like that. And my son,
Oh,
keeps
no,
saying,
me
I'm
either.
getting an R1. I'm getting an R1. I keep looking at Jacob. You're gonna kill yourself if you buy an R1. Do not buy an R1 ever.
Dude, the next bike I get is gonna be a Vespa.
How's that?
I'm gonna get me a Vespa, a fucking
When
little
I was in
scooter.
Hawaii, I had a Yamaha Riva. So they had the Riva Raz, which is what you could rent, the 35 mile an hour maximum.
Yeah.
I had a Riva, which was a 200cc, which would do 100 mile an hour. It really would, even with me on it. But back then I weighed, less than I do now. I was like 175. And that thing would move. And I remember I remember the worst I ever had that was I was driving down through Aiea, which is the area. It's a city that's the only city in America with no consonants in the name, Aiea. But I'm driving down, I think it's H1, which is, Hawaii 1, the interstate, or it's not an interstate because it only goes through the one state, but it's like an interstate, but in Hawaii.
Yeah, I got you.
And I'm driving down H1, and you're going through this. There's a valley there you go through, and the winds can get really bad in that. And I know at one point I was at like literally this angle to stay straight on that little moped.
That's crazy.
But it was a fully road legal moped on the freeways. It would do 100 mile an hour. It was fast. It had wheels that were, I think, 10 inches. They were 10-inch wheels, which nowadays you get 10-inch wheels on freaking scooters, the little 2-wheel electric scooters.
Yep.
This thing had little, they're probably bigger. They're probably maybe 12-inch. No, I think they were 10-inch. They were small. And I'm going down and I'm doing the speed limit, 60 mile an hour. And I'm literally having to ride like this. So because the winds were pushing so hard just to stay straight on the road.
That's crazy. T, you
It
still
was
with us?
fun, though. I wore, I had a helmet on. I was fully geared up. I love that little thing because at the time I couldn't afford a motorcycle, and I got this from our armorer was selling it, and he sold it to me really cheap. Like $1,000, $1,200 back in like 1990. So expensive as shit, but I made it wasn't that bad. But I had to sell it because I got a ticket on it one day because I didn't have insurance on it. And I came on post and I got a ticket at the MP station coming on post because they decided that night to do checks. And I went to court and he kills me because I sold it to be able to pay for the ticket. And I get to court and they drop the freaking ticket because they're
Oh my
I
God.
didn't know you had to have one on that insurance on the moped. And they're like, yeah, you do, but we'll just drop the ticket. And I'd already sold it at that point. I was like kicking myself in the ass.
My brother, T, you still with us, buddy? He might have stepped away. My brother, I don't know what year model this thing is. I don't know if it's the 80s or early 90s or whatever, or maybe mid 90s, but he's got a Honda Elite 250. It's an older model.
Those
And
are
I'm gonna
fun.
tell you what, that is a good looking little scooter. I have been trying
They
my
are.
best to buy that thing from him, and he just will not sell me that bike.
Yeah, those things are fun.
And he don't do shit with it. It just sits in his basement.
So
And it
it's basically the
runs
same
like
as
a
what I
fucking
had,
dream.
but mine was the Yamaha version of that.
It runs like a dream, and he just will
Oh,
not
yeah.
sell that
It's
damn
like-
thing to me.
I had a trunk in the back. I had storage under the seat. I had storage in the front console.
Mhm.
I had the flat pedals, like the whole flat area to put my feet. I didn't have to put them on pegs or anything. It was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Wasn't
Yeah,
anything
one
like
day
a
when I'm
motorcycle.
down there, I'll get a
Comfortable.
picture of it. Yeah, one day when I'm get down there, I'll get a picture of that damn thing and show it to you. Man, that thing is like mint. Just sits in his basement right next to his damn
Oh my
Harley.
God.
And he
It's
just
11
won't.
o'clock. It's
damn-
almost 11 o'clock. Shit.
Yeah, dude, it's 11:43 here.
Yeah, it's 10:43 here, but 2 hours and 43 minutes. I just noticed that there's only 2 people viewing that aren't in the panel.
One of them is me because it's my desktop logged inside the house in there.
Oh, who's the other? Oh, 3 now. So who is in here that is not on the panel? Please say hello in the chat. Just so I know who's here. That's all.
I know Victor
Just say
was
hello.
here, but Victor
if
hadn't
you're
said
not a
nothing in a good while.
subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to this channel.
Okay, Zach, he's talking about who is in here in the
Not.
chat that's not on the panel.
Not on the panel.
Yeah, who's not on the panel.
Because the people that are on the panel aren't shown up here.
Yeah, like I said,
There's
one of them
five
is
of
my
us in here.
one of them is my computer.
So there's at least 2 other people in here that are not. Hey, Victor, are you still in here?
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all one more cigarette and then I'm gonna take my old ass
Fortec
to bed.
Life in the bush. Hey, Fortec, I just saw your post. I just saw your post here a minute ago on one of my shorts that you posted on, or actually no, I think you posted on one of the my compilation, or the one with no sound. Yeah, I got you. But there's somebody else, Fortec.
There's definitely somebody else in here.
You are not the only one. There is one more, unless somebody on the panel is running 2 things, or maybe it could be seeing me because I am on the TV. I'm watching this on my TV. See that? So I watch it on my TV because I can see that chat. That chat's faster than what's in StreamYard. And Victor's still here.
Oh, there we go. Now we know who it is.
Yeah, like in the new Mustang. Yep.
Who said that?
Got you on TikTok. You got me on TikTok because I never post anything on TikTok. But thank you for being there. And eventually I'll post all my shorts to TikTok again. I just have to do that from my computer.
Is he talking about the brand new Mustang, the 650, or did somebody get a Mustang?
His new Fortec.
Oh, Fortec got a Mustang? Oh, he got a new one?
I have to check.
I know he's got a Fox body in that 65 or 66, whatever, which one it is. I can't remember what it is.
I have to admit, Fortec, I have not seen your channel in a while because I have not been on YouTube as much as I usually am.
Well, the last time that you were in here, Fortec, you told us you were in YouTube jail.
Yeah, you have the 2020. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you got your
I knew about
you got you got your 2020 GT, buddy? Oh, cool deal, man.
Beautiful
Congrats.
car. I wish I had a 2018 plus.
Now we know who's making all the money. Now we know who's making all the money. Shit, he got him a damn badass Fox body. He's got a 66 Mustang fastback.
He ain't making that much money.
Shit, he's making some money. You don't have damn a classic Mustang like that and a damn nice ass Fox body and a damn nice ass brand new GT if you ain't making some money.
I wish I had more Mustangs. I keep seeing Mustangs that I'd like to buy, and these things pop up in my Facebook Marketplace, and they pop up and it's like $2,000 Mustang, 1986
still in jail.
or 1984, right?
He said, "Oh, I'm still in jail."
Oh, he's on Facebook jail? Yeah.
No, he's in YouTube jail.
You're in YouTube jail?
Yeah, his channel.
No way.
Yeah, he was in here a week or so ago, and his channel was in who's that said hello?
T?
That you, T? That you, T? You know what? I think T fell asleep and he's down talking in his damn sleep.
That's okay. He won't be in here very much longer because in like less than 10 minutes, I'm going to shut this down.
I got you. Yeah, it's an old one. What is your old one Fortec? Is it a 65 fastback or a 66?
1362. I like the Raptor though. That 1362, I like. You know.
Oh yeah, he's got a Raptor too, don't he? Yeah, I forgot. He's also got a Raptor. Don't tell me that Fortec ain't making some money.
Not until November 11th. Really? That's ridiculous. It's crazy.
Damn.
Why? Hey, Fortec, hit me up.
It's a damn his is about political. It's always about political.
It doesn't matter.
He's done been in jail so many times over political shit.
I understand that YouTube is a private business. They can do what they want. Free speech does not apply because they are not the government.
I don't even think he even said anything. I think he said that they put him in YouTube jail because of a sign or something like that, a poster or some bullshit like that.
Remember what happened on Saturday or Sunday? when Boosted, Mike came in here,
Yep.
and he had said something. He made a comment about how weird it was seeing that engine transverse.
Oh,
in my
yeah.
car. You never saw that comment because it was blocked and he was kicked out of YouTube. They blocked him, like completely killed him. And he had to call somebody and talk to them. And I even said it, and he was talking about a transverse mounted engine.
Yeah, but is it
Transverse.
there?
And he said it was weird because
Yeah.
he has a Mustang where it's straight mounted, like, my wife's Mustang, whereas mine is transverse mounted. And they kicked him for that. And I'm like, what the fuck is their problem?
Well, let me ask you this: isn't there a car named Transverse? Is it an Oldsmobile or a
Yes.
Buick or something
No,
like that?
that's a Traverse.
Oh, okay.
No, the transverse. He was said it's weird seeing that motor mounted transverse. Is exactly what
I
he
was in
said.
here. I remember when that happened.
But he said, see, it's weird. And their problem was that he said weird and trans, even though it wasn't trans, it was transverse in the same sentence. And it was automatic.
They
Automatic.
banned him, didn't they? Yeah, they
Oh,
banned him. Not only they banned his
him.
whole damn YouTube shit.
Yeah, but he fixed it that day. But it kicked him out. And he couldn't. And it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, he sent me a text saying, "Oh man, they banned me." I was like, "What?"
The problem here is that YouTube is a private company. They're not the government. The First Amendment only applies to the government.
Well, I tell you, did y'all see what actually happened today? The Republicans finally got off their ass and voted in a Speaker of the House.
Yeah, I heard about it, and I don't even know who the fuck he is.
Some guy named Johnson. I
Yeah,
can't
I've
remember
never
what
heard
state
of
he's
him.
from or whatever.
Illinois, isn't it?
I can't remember, but they say something about he's supposed to be a good one. So I mean,
He's
hell,
young though.
I don't know.
I don't care. He's young.
I don't like what he said his first order of business is, though. I kind of think that's like, I know what's going on right now, but I think helping the American people should be his very first priority. But he said his very first priority is going to be helping Israel. I'm like, okay.
No,
I understand that shit's going on, but don't you think the American people should be your very first fucking priority?
If he's talking about Americans over there helping them,
No. He's talking. He said
I know.
he's talking about helping Israel.
Money and they got plenty of power. They can deal with their own shit.
Look, I understand they're one of our closest allies, and yes, we're supposed to respond when things like Israel. Yes, they are one of our closest allies too.
You know what? We don't need them. We don't need anybody else in this world. We have everything we need in this country by ourselves to fucking take over. And we don't.
But you got to remember something. Israel is God's country, man. So I don't say nothing bad about Israel.
So you say that, but what about the people who don't believe in God? Then it's nothing.
Well, I mean, and I got nothing bad to say about people who don't believe it. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it, but I was always raised to believe in the good Lord.
I was raised the same way. I'm just saying, not everybody believes the same thing. To some people, Israel is just that fucking country that has a lot of sand.
I get it. But
you got to look at things from, there's somebody in the basement. I didn't realize because it's not showing them to me. Sorry, Ford Tech. You were down below my vision.
I look at it like this. I think we should probably do a little bit of helping here and there.
Hold on. Salty, 1 sec. How long were you down there, Ford Tech?
I just jumped in a second ago.
Okay, because it was like down below and I couldn't see it because it was like on the second row.
Yeah, sometimes that'll happen.
Basement.
Yeah.
I'm on a tablet here that I've actually got it going in I'm using Chrome in desktop view on a tablet, and it doesn't work as well as my laptop. My laptop hasn't been in this living room forever.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is, I understand that Israel's going on, and I understand that should be on your agenda to get to. But I personally think your very first order of business is to help the
America.
American people.
Yes, it is.
I believe that should be
Goddamn
his first
straight it
order
is.
of business.
So, Ford Tech, I would like to hear your views on whatever you would like to talk about right now.
You better watch it, Pink. You better watch it because
Okay.
I don't want to
his
get
view-
nobody
his
in
view-
trouble.
if it's a his
So,
views,
I'll just
will
say
get your shit shut down.
I'm
My
actually in
views will get
jail.
my shit shut down.
He is definitely on YouTube's
I'm in
radar.
jail for reused content is what they hit me for. Reused content.
Used content. You mean the things that reaction videos do every day?
Yeah, but I didn't react good enough, I guess.
What was this content? Just give me a summary of what the
So
content
if you
was.
look on my page, if you go take a look, I have a beater bomb video that is almost at 1 million views.
That's the problem. Must not be. Must
That
not
was
be
a red
politically
flag.
correct.
Well, you got to remember, Beaver Bomb is a drag racer who drives a Fox body.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. A lot of people don't
Anyways,
know who Beaver Bomb is, though.
So bottom line, I said this before, real quick. I'm gonna jump it real quick. I have another channel that I was setting up to support my president, Donald J. Trump.
There
And
you go.
within overnight, it got deleted. And it was completely legit. I wasn't bashing anybody. I was thinking about putting some Trump stuff on my 65 and turning it into the Trump stain.
So, what video was it that I'm looking for?
It's a short
Okay,
Fox
go on.
body drag racing video, and it says something about when your wheelie bars and your tires are off the ground at the same time.
I don't see it.
Well,
How far
anyways,
back was it?
it has it's probably a couple months, but it has a watermark on it where
Okay.
it was shared across TikTok, and I just transferred it to my YouTube. And
To me, I'm
anyways,
the other way. I transfer my YouTube stuff to TikTok because I don't do TikToks.
well,
How many
exactly,
views you got on it?
it's got like 900 and something thousand, almost. When it
993.
hits 1 million, I'm gonna take it down.
Is it the Beater Bomb dialed in?
Yep.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
That dude is fast as fuck.
It's got
dude.
somebody
Holy
else's
crap,
watermark
you make
in
the
it.
whole run on 2 wheels.
Yeah, because it's got somebody else's watermark in it. That's why YouTube nailed
Oh, because it says TikTok, somebody else's name.
it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Even if it has my name, though, they don't want to allow that. But the bottom line is that other page got
That's
taken
badass.
down, and I had to appeal. And when I appealed it, I had to put my name in there, and they probably looked my name up and said, "Oh wow, we're paying this guy on this other page." So they went through my shit and nitpicked me, and here we go. Here we are.
Yes, Victor, YouTube isn't listening to so much everything you say. Their bots or what AI or is watching whatever you type.
It
in
did
the
say it
chat.
was computerly monitored, but then it was checked out by a human. And
Yes.
I could have made a video and appealed it harder, but I did look, I looked at it and I was like, they got a point. And,
They
if
do.
I want to
I
stay
will
in,
say, yeah,
in the
'cause
lines,
what,
I'll
BS
go
Tech
ahead and
Media?
accept it.
Yeah,
It's
but they-
BSPE Media or whatever. their name is.
He's just on their radar anyway because
I
he's
will
been
say
nailed so
that
many
is
times.
That is a badass run with that Mustang, and
It
I wish
is.
they'd
And
done a
I just
better
wanted
video.
everybody to see that. It's more of, look at this Fox body. I mean, that thing is badass. He is ripping.
But it's on 2 wheels the whole way that it's on video. I'd love
And
to
it's
see
like a
how it does.
13-second video. I mean, it ain't like, shit.
I'm gonna tell you that dude right
badass.
there. I'm gonna tell you that dude right there is not scared to drive that car either. He will drive the shit out of it.
Hey, go ahead and look at I don't think it shows it, but that anytime you see a 73 Vega wagon on my channel on shorts in the next week or so, the first one I posted, he doesn't do it, but in the second one I'm gonna post, he wheelies, and this is a kid driving. It's his grandfather built it. The grandson is driving it, and it is a badass fucking vehicle. And I love the old Vegas. It's a 73
Me too,
Vega, but
dude.
the front end on it is a 75 because that's what he could find to put on the front end to make it look good. And it's a badass fucking vehicle. But in the newest newest short I made, I haven't posted it yet. I won't post it until it comes up to it because I have to be careful because I videoed for probably 9 hours. I think 8 to 9 hours on last Saturday. I took videos so I could have shorts to post for hopefully a couple weeks because I'm gonna run out of this stuff to post, and that's how I'm getting my subs. This Vega is badass. This kid is driving, and he wheelied. He didn't even pedal it, but he got it under control without really hard pedaling it, and kept his fucking power going down the strip, and didn't slow down, didn't lose control. And this kid is a kid. You know, he's like at most 20 years old.
Dude, they're fearless, man, at that age.
Oh, this kid was riding steady on this
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. At that age, man,
He
these
had the
kids are
wheels way
fearless.
the fuck up, brought him back down, and just kept going and straight, and was just probably not the fastest times ever, but you know they were just testing this thing. This first time out with it. It's a big block in a Vega. It sounds amazing. He has super smoky burnouts, which I love.
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
I'm in the middle. I was in the middle of the track at the time. I wasn't sitting off to the side on this one. And so I'm sitting there trying to breathe.
Where was
And
you at, Jakes?
There'll be a couple of them that night where I couldn't breathe because two cars did smoky burnouts right next to me and went past the start line to pull back to get lined up. And it was a great night.
Where was you at,
wish
Jakes?
What's that?
Was you at Jakes?
Oh yeah, I was at Jake's. The problem was nobody was there that night. They had this thing planned, but unfortunately the No Prep Kings was going down at Steel.
Yeah.
So
that
guess
was.
where everybody was?
That was at Steel.
Yeah, and it sucked because I went there because I needed to. This was like the last prep event of the year at Jake's. The rest of the events at Jake's are the rest of the year are all no prep.
Dude, I'm telling you, one of the most fearless sumbitch I've ever seen drive a damn drag car. And I guarantee you Ford Tech watches him because I've mentioned his name a million times. Turbo John, I have never seen nobody get out of shape like that dude. And
Turbo
fucking
John
never.
is badass.
Dude, that dude just does not lift. He will drive.
But
Dude, you'll see the whole side of his car, dude, and he will just keep on driving that back.
I'm not a big no prep guy. I'm just not. I've tried it. It didn't work for me because I had the wrong tires on my car.
Well, plus you got the wrong suspension too. Let's just face it.
Really?
Those guys who's got them no prep cars, man, they have a shit ton of money in their suspension.
Yeah,
fucking
mine's a
shit.
stock car basically with a lot of power. And at the time I had my I was out there, I had my slicks on, and that's not going to work on no prep. Had I had my NT05Rs on, they'd have done way better.
Oh yeah.
They wouldn't be great for it. They'd have done way better. Now, if I put my 285s on a no prep, they might not do too bad, but they're just Continental 285s. They're street tires.
Are they drag radials or are they slicks?
No, they're street tires. They're 285 street tires.
Okay, do you have a full set of slicks?
No, I don't.
That's what you need.
I don't have any slicks.
Especially in a stick car, you need slicks.
ET Street R bias plies, which is what I run now. And then I have my NT05Rs, which is what I used to run, which tend to break my damn drive or my drive
axles.
My axles. Thank you.
Yeah.
They're CV axles, so
they
tend to break those. And that's it. That's all I have. My 285s are Continental all-weather fucking tires.
Yeah, but you with a stick car, man, you need a set of full slicks bad. You need either some Hoosiers or some damn Mickey Thompsons. And then set the air pressure a little bit high.
They don't allow those on some of these races.
Yeah, but no prep, they allow them on all no preps.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
do a lot of no prep. The only-
But
the only no
I'm
prep
telling you, you
event
could do
I
it. You
did-
would do a lot better on no prep if you had full slicks. I
don't
mean, you
have
would
the
do a
money to
shit
buy
ton
it
better.
right now. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh no. I totally get that. Yeah, hell, I get that. But I'm saying, but you
And
with a stick
At
car,
the
man.
beginning of this year, the first time at that track, I was at a JJ DeBoss no prep event, and there were so fucking many people, and I couldn't stand it because I just wanted to test my car because it was my first time out in the car, and it
Mhm.
was at a JJ DeBoss event, and that was like the worst time to do that.
Yeah, you're
And
telling
I
us.
was out in first round, and that's no problem. I didn't even feel bad about it because I got a test the day, but it was all no prep, and I needed
Yeah.
prep because I was running my ET Street R's, the bias plies, and I needed prep for those. But we just did this last weekend was prepped, and I don't think they're doing prep the rest of the year because as it gets colder in the evenings,
Yep.
prep's no good in the cold. It's not. Once it gets lower than the dew point, prep becomes slick. It just does. It starts getting slick. So it's easier to do no prep events at this time of year, which is fine.
Yep.
But I'm
Well,
not set up for that, and
the
I've
dew
got no way
the
to
dew
really
starts coming
do it
in.
well.
Yeah,
Huh?
the dew
Yeah,
starts coming in
once
a
the
lot
dew
earlier
starts
now
coming
too.
in, prep is bad. Prep becomes
Yes.
slick.
It's just. I mean, you can't
But
run
my
on a
God,
prep track.
Saturday, I really wish my car had been running because I would have been out. That track was so freaking sticky. So
Yeah,
sticky on Saturday.
you just can't run on a prep track when a dew is coming in, dude.
No,
It's just
it was
it's
it was funny.
like skating.
At the end of the night, the winner, I don't remember if it was the all motor. They had all motor daily and all motor pro, and one of those two guys came up to me. He had his shoes on that were like the slip-on type shoes. He
Mhm.
got stuck as
Oh,
he's
I'm
trying
sure.
to walk over to get the picture taken. He's like,
Dude, I have seen people
It
walk
was-
out of their high tops.
it was
Yeah,
that
I literally have
sticky
seen
that
people
he
walk out of their high
couldn't-
tops.
I mean, it would have pulled my shoes off if I had walked on it. And I was wearing my normal. I was wearing these, which are just slip-ons though. But it would have pulled them right off me because there's no sole left on these.
Like I said, I have seen people walk out of their high tops. Man.
Oh yeah,
Their damn high tops would just
I
be
will
stuck,
say-
and they walk right
I
out of the
will
basket.
say since Clay Bryant took over that track, from everything I've talked to people who've been going there for years, he took over last year. That track has gone like it's 100% better than it was.
Well,
Like,
that's a good
he's
thing.
done
Hell yeah.
so much for that track.
I'm really looking forward. Even though I won't be there, but I'm really looking forward to start watching a lot of the events because Jackson, there's a guy named No Prep Felons.
You're
He
talking
does a lot.
Jackson. I'm talking Jakes.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, all I'm saying is I'm looking forward to seeing how Jackson comes around because this guy, No Prep Felons, he goes and live streams the events from Jackson, and
You're talking Jackson, Tennessee.
yeah, Jackson Dragway with a whole Ford takeover every year.
See, that's we're sad. We're a few of us are saddened by that because we're not no prep people, and Jackson's has started going way no prep. And
Well, yeah, I mean the prep is going to come back. The prep's going to come back. But right now, what he's doing right now, he's doing the best he can do under the certain circumstances of all the track renovations that are going on. Because like me and Ken was talking on the phone, they got so much grading going on right now around that track because they got the damn earth movers and shit. And the whole prep events, dude, with the dust that's blowing around out there all the time, you would constantly have to be brushing that track all the time. And just spray and glue and spray and glue and spray and glue.
Track, and I want quarter mile. Fuck this 8 miles.
Well, according to what Ken said, they're gonna open the Jackson back up to the quarter mile again because they want to bring No Prep Kings there.
They need a longer run out then.
Well, according to Ken, they got plenty of it. That's what I mean. I'm just going by what Ken says. I've never been to the track, and I know you have, but Ken said that before it went to 8, dude, they were running pro mods and everything up there, quarter mile. Like I said, I'm just going by what I was told. I've never been to the track, so
So yeah, I noticed that Vega is a big tire car with wheelie bars.
Yeah, that's the one.
My fa-
It's got a better. I've got a better video of it where it actually jumps up a little bit more on the wheelie on the next
Yeah,
video.
my favorite Vega is the damn fish mouth, dude. That is my favorite Vega. I think they're just so beautiful.
But Vortec, I think, has watched the short that I'm talking. The first one that
Yeah.
I posted.
There was one of those year Vegas the same as a Camaro front end. In fact,
Yeah,
you could use the
Yeah,
Camaro
well,
bumper.
okay, so the weird thing about
Yes, it's called the fish mouth.
it's actually a 73 Vega with a 75 front end. And it's just the front end, and it's just a fiber front end. Just because that's what they could find at the time. I was talking to the guy, who the grandpa, and I never talked to the driver because I didn't leave the track at all, and they were parked over away from where I was, so I never got to actually go talk to him. And I really kind of wish I had, because there was a lot more to that. And there's a couple of guys. There's like one guy, another YouTuber who's from upstate New York. He was in Huntsville area for a family thing on vacation and came to Jake's and tested his car. And that's what is his name? Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I
Well,
can't
hey,
remember
Pinks,
it.
Pinks, I'm gonna jump off here for tonight, buddy.
Hey,
Um,
take it easy, man. I'm about
Yeah,
to
y'all
jump
have a
off
good
here
one.
myself.
Vortec, y'all take care, man. Zach, take
All right,
care.
Salty.
Mike, y'all take care. We will see
Take it
y'all on
easy.
the flip side. Y'all too, guys. Take care, guys.
So I really actually want to remember this guy's name because he's a really cool guy, and I talked to him. I actually talked to him while he was waiting for them to clear the track for him to run. And okay, what the hell is his name? He's got a YouTube channel, and what the hell is it? I can find it if I'm subbed. Okay, here we are. Give me a second. I will find it. Damn it, I will. It's Brawler 347 space 5.0, and he's got a Fox body with a 347 in it, and it's a pretty badass little car. Although I don't know if it's a 347 anymore. I think it might be a little bit bigger, but he's got it is bigger because he's got a 351 in it now. When he started his channel, he named it after what he had, and now it's a 351 that's I think 3 something. It's bigger than 351. The damn thing ran really well, and I caught his last run. I've got all his runs, and they will show up as they come up in my shorts. But he's posted one because he was down at Jake's because he was going to go to Huntsville because that's where he was staying, but the Huntsville track closed last year. So, but pretty nice guy. Actually, a really nice guy. And I talked to him. He's older than me. He's probably 10 years older than I am. And he's got a really nice car. And I wish I could get a Fox body built like that, because he built his, he took a regular whatever oh man, I've had too much drink tonight, I think. His that thing, carburetor. He built this carb to make it a blow through because he's turbo. And it's and he redid the carb so it would work as a blow through with a turbo. And the damn thing just it picked up and was smooth going down the track. I mean, it's a really nice run. He's fast. He's a little faster than my car is. I think he does around a 6.7 in the 8. And my car with the Coyote and a Whipple does low 6.8s at its best, low 6.8s. I'm hoping to improve that next year with when I fix whatever the problem with it is, and hopefully it completely fixes it and I can launch better. And I'm looking at also switching over and getting rid of the 7-gallon water tank I have of 90 pounds plus of water and going to a smaller tank and putting methanol on it for cooling instead of using a large ice tank. I already have all this stuff to do it with. I just have to do it.
What is that like? About 110 miles an hour?
What, me?
Well, it's 6.8 at what miles an hour?
So my 683 was my fastest, and I think it was at about 109, 110,
Yeah,
somewhere right in
perfect.
there.
Pretty
I've
good.
got all the tickets are all out in my trailer. I don't have them on me, so they're in my toolbox in the trailer. But it was 683, and I think it was around 110, 111 miles an hour.
Damn, that's pretty good.
But I had a high 1.7 60-foot. That's just because I'm starting in second gear. I'm starting everything in second gear at 4,600 RPM on the two-step. And because if I start in first, I spin. I haven't found a sweet spot in first gear to not spin, and then it carries through to second gear when I do the switch. So now when I do eighth mile, I start in second gear at 4,600 RPM, take off. I got about a 1.7 has been my best 60-foot, and I never get past third gear before I'm crossing the finish line.
Damn. So you could get a better 60-foot. You'll get a way better time.
Oh, fuck yeah. If
So
I
you
had
got
an auto
room.
with that same setup, I'd probably be doing low sixes. Most likely, I'd be in the low sixes, what everybody tells me. Because I'm running a little over 900 horsepower at the wheels.
Damn.
Yeah, and about 675 torque. Might be
Not bad.
690. The torque's a little lower than I wanted, but that's because of the cam I have in my car because it's the stock GT cam. If I had the truck cam, my torque would be up another couple hundred.
It's pretty good. I was gonna say it's only like 9 o'clock here in California.
9 o'clock. Where are you? In Cali.
Yeah.
What part of
Good old
Cali? do you live
Cali.
in?
I'm close. I remember you said you were from up north of here, but I'm like I'm right at the foot of the Sutter Buttes. You know the Sutter Buttes?
No, not really. Not right offhand because
The
it's late.
smallest mountain range in California. Well, actually the world, but it's I'm trying to think. I'm 100 miles from Redding, south
Okay,
of
you're
Redding,
south of Redding. Okay.
but I'm above Sacramento.
You're above Sacramento. Well, you have to be. You're only 100
Yeah.
miles south. Sacramento's
Yeah.
a couple hundred miles south.
Yeah, it's Sutter.
I used to live in
Sutter is the
Washington.
place.
I've also lived the northest. I've lived in California. When I lived there, was in Clear Lake.
Yeah,
So
that's west, or that's west of me.
you. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
west of you. So south of Ukiah. So I know the area. That's not
If
bad.
I go west, I'll hit Clear Lake and Fort Bragg. If I
Yeah,
go
Fort
east,
Bragg.
I'll hit Reno,
Yeah.
which I do
So-
that frequently.
that is actually a great area for being in California. It's one of the best areas of California.
Yeah, it's nice.
Politically and people wise, it's
Yeah.
one of the best areas of California. is
Traffic
that
wise
area.
too. We don't have
Yeah,
bad traffic
That
yet.
too. So I lived in Washington State for many years, for till 2 years ago, and then I moved here to Alabama. So it's later here now. It's 11:17.
Yeah, you guys are ahead of me.
Only by 2 hours.
Still, when it's 9 o'clock and 11.
Yeah, it makes a difference. I only get up
Yeah.
at 5:45. I don't know what the problem is. I
Yeah,
went to
I'm
bed
usually
last
up
night.
till
I think
about
it was
11.
I think it was about 12:15 last night when I went to bed. I'm not saying I didn't fall asleep sitting here on the couch watching YouTube, but I didn't. I swear I didn't, but I did.
Yeah,
But
so I just
am gonna.
need
Go
to
on.
clean up my page. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm about to shut this one down because I do probably need to go to bed. It's kind of late.
Yeah, you guys have been on for a while. I just been in and out of the chat. That's why I never actually jumped in because I was doing stuff. I was more or less just listening to y'all.
I got no issue with that. You got a nice. How big's your shop?
The dealership, it's pretty big.
No, right where you're sitting right now.
It's just a 1-car garage. It's
that
not
it?
that big. Yeah.
Okay, it looks bigger just from where you're sitting. I like the Ford behind you.
Yeah, it's an old
And you are a
sign.
Ford. You're a Ford tech, aren't you? Let's see.
Yeah, I've been with Ford for about almost 30 years.
Oh yeah, I've been driving Fords for over 30 years.
I've drove nothing but Fords pretty much my whole life.
Well, I've owned a couple of Chevys, a couple of foreign cars. I mean, my first car, the first car I drove was a Spitfire, so a Triumph. Uh, the second car, which is the one I bought, the first car I bought was a 79 Ford Pinto. It was used, it was abused. Uh, let's see, that was in like 1987, I think, when I bought that out of a
Yeah,
junkyard. And it didn't, and the people had gotten rid of it because they said the engine had seized. It was just a starter that had seized.
damn. Got lucky.
Oh, it ended up with a V8 in it too, anyway.
You probably just hit it with a hammer and then it worked for another 6 months, huh?
Actually, I hit it with a hammer and it started working, but we ended up replacing the engine with a V8. So we put a
Oh,
302
there you
in
go.
it. We threw a 302 in it, and we got that thing up to about 600 horsepower. It was a
Damn.
great car, and it was the trunk model, not the hatchback.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love that car. And when I joined the Army, I got rid of it, and I should have kept it. And I kick myself to this day from late 89, early 90 to this day. I kick myself for getting rid of that car. But
Yeah,
it was a fun car. I liked the platform it was in. I've owned many Fox bodies since then, and sold them all. I don't have a single one left, and I wish I did. Now I'm looking at the Fox Body 2, which is what I'm going to call it. Most people call it an SN95. Some people call it a New Edge from when they did the facelift on it. It's still a Fox Body 2. You know, the SN90. I posted a short not long ago, and I call it an SN95, and somebody's like, "That's a New Edge," and I'm like, "Yeah, still an SN95 though, isn't it? New Edge
yeah.
was just a facelift. That's all it was.
It's just sharper edges. The
Yep.
95 is more rounded.
It's all body stuff. It was all body. It had nothing to do with the chassis. A Fox Body 2 is all it was, or SN95 as they called it. And
Yep, under
actually
the
think
sheet
it's a-
metal.
the SN95 is a really good chassis to work with for a race car. It really is. I actually think it's better than the Fox Body.
Yeah, even the New Edge is the same thing. You know, I actually have a V6 one for sale for
No, I
900
don't have any
bucks.
money.
Somebody wants to turn it into a race car.
I would love to buy it from you, but I got no money. I'm working on. I mean, look at this picture behind you. You see the picture in the background there?
Yeah, the Focus pour down.
That's a 2014 Focus ST, and it's about to have a new engine put in it. And that's how it's actually sitting out in my garage right now. Actually, no, all the electrical wires have been moved to the side and they've been cleaned up a little bit, just to get them out of the way, because I got to pull the this weekend. I will be pulling the knuckles off to be able to get the shafts out, the half shafts out, so I can pull the engine and tranny out. By the end of this weekend, the engine and tranny should be out of it, and I should have the new one ready to go in. I also have new half shafts to go in it. I'm replacing all those. I'm replacing the knuckles. I'm replacing a bunch of stuff, all the running gear. The sway bars are getting replaced front and rear. The brakes are getting replaced front and rear. That won't all happen this weekend, but it will happen. It's got the suspension's going to be changed. It's got Fortune 500 coilovers going in it. All the brakes are getting changed over from the stock ones to the Willwoods. I got six piston and 4 piston brakes to go on it. It's gonna be my track car again, from like my old one was before a GMC 3500 decided not to stop at a stoplight.
Ouch.
Oh, I was stopped. It just didn't. It didn't see me or the Durango in front of me, which it put me underneath at like 35 to 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, I've got a 16 Ford Focus Titanium. It's just a daily driver for
Hey.
gas.
That Titanium's the same car as mine. And I will tell you right now, you are very safe in those cars, especially in a rear end collision. or even
Yeah.
a head-on collision. Those are actually really safe cars.
It's a good little car other than the transmission issue, which
Oh,
just,
you've got
it has,
you,
it's an automatic. Yeah,
you have the automatic.
of course.
Yeah, yeah. If you didn't have
But
the
that
automatic,
thing,
that's not an issue.
oh, it gets good gas mileage. You can't beat the
Oh, yeah.
gas mileage in that car.
What do you get on that thing?
It probably gets close to 40 miles a gallon.
Yeah, the best I've ever gotten out of mine is 30 because it's the ST. So it's
Yeah.
not going to get as good a gas mileage. Even though,
Well,
had they
we
designed
baby
it
it.
a little differently, it would get better gas mileage.
Yeah, you can't beat it. That's the only reason I hang on to it, because that thing gets the best gas mileage of any car I've ever had.
Which engine is in yours?
It's a 2.0. I think
It's
it's
a
a 2.0.
2.0,
It might be
but
a 2.3. I don't remember exactly what
yours
that is,
should be
but
the
that
2.0,
same
but yours is a
design.
Duratec still, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, see, mine's not the Duratec. It's the
it's a PZEV or whatever that is.
yeah, yours is the better non-boosted engine. So if you
Yeah,
take
the
yours away from
non-boosted.
my engine, it has no power.
Yeah, this thing runs good, really,
Oh yeah,
for
it's a
what it
great
is.
engine. And it's also a closed deck, just like mine.
It's a good
Um,
whip around car,
yeah, yeah. I owned a 2003 and a 2009 Focus before I bought this one.
I
And
have
I
a
love those.
2010 too.
Oh, see, I almost had a 10, but they offered me too good a deal on the 9 that I ended up
Yeah,
buying. And it was at the time an automatic, which was before the DCTs, so it was still the good automatic, but
yeah,
it was 59,000 miles.
yeah. That's what mine has.
59,000 and some miles that transmission went out, and it was
Oh
covered under
shit!
warranty.
Wow.
Covered under warranty. 60,000-mile warranty on it.
Yeah, I
And
keep those little Focuses just to drive to work and back. They're
hey,
good
before the
daily driver
Focus,
cars.
I owned 5 Escorts before the Focus.
Yeah, I've been through some Escorts, some
Oh,
Tempos, some Fiestas.
oh
I've
yeah.
had more Fords than I can remember.
Same here, but I did love the Escort. My 95 Escort was one of my favorites.
I had one of those. I gave it to my daughter for her first car.
So my first brand new car that I ever bought was a 94 Escort wagon. And I really loved that car. And I got married while I owned that car the first time, and I ended up getting rid of it because of her, and never should have done that.
Yeah. Only
Never
thing, the
should have got
timing
rid of
belt
that car.
breaks. That's about it. But it's an
Yeah.
easy fix. They don't bend the valves or nothing. You just replace
No,
it.
just replace it. Yeah, it was a good car. It ran great, got great gas mileage. I actually drove from Alabama to Washington in that car when I transferred from Redstone, Alabama, Redstone Arsenal to Washington at Fort oh my God. The hell's the name of that? Fort Lewis. Jesus, my brain fried. Because now it's Joint Base Lewis McChord, but it was Fort Lewis at the time. I drove my Escort wagon, and it was a good car.
Yeah. I've always driven Fords. There's certain things that Fords do that, obviously me being a Ford technician, it's not a big deal for me, but there is certain Fords you wanted to stay away from, like those Ford Probes were
Oh,
terrible. The Contours were terrible.
I will say the fans and the Contours were great to switch those into your car. The
Yeah.
Contour had a better electric fan. They did. The Contours fans were what a lot of people would use to throw into their what's the
Fox
thing?
bodies.
No, not well. You could put them in the Fox body, but you could put them in the it's the larger car. What was it called?
The Taurus.
The Taurus. Yeah, they worked great in the Taurus too, because they were a better fan than the Taurus had.
Yeah. Yeah. Had a
But
couple of those.
my brain is just really not working right now. I couldn't remember the name Taurus because I had a Taurus wagon. I love that. I'm a wagon guy, so I will say though, my favorite car that I've owned, other than two favorite cars I've owned other than a Ford, was my 83 and a half Volkswagen Scirocco.
Damn.
Love that car. It was water cooled, 83. So it had the 83 body, 83 and a half though. So it had the 84 running gear, which made it a bitch to find parts for. If you're looking for body parts, you had to go 83. You're looking for engine, drivetrain, anything like 84. It was, but I love that car. It was a fun car to own. And then my 2015 Audi S4.
Oh shit!
Oh, that thing was a beast. It was fully.
I crossed my
tuned.
fingers to those Audis and BMWs, and oh my
So
god!
the Audi S4 I owned was fully tuned, had everything you could do to it. You know, it was ported. The blower was ported on it. Had a larger throttle body. Had a aftermarket AFE exhaust. The thing was a beast.
That's a German car, right?
Oh yeah, never
The
had
Audi?
a problem with it. Never had a problem with it. And then I only owned it for a few months, but I bought it. I sold it for more than I bought it for, and I won a drag race competition with it in a bracket series, and it was awesome. So I won money with it. But I love that car. It's so comfortable, beautiful car.
That's cool. All right. Well, it looks like we lost somebody.
We
I don't want
lost,
to keep you guys out here later than you wanted to be.
We lost Barbecue Mike. He's probably going to bed. He needs to
He
sleep.
probably fell asleep.
He hasn't talked in a while, so I think you're right.
He's passed out on the couch.
Hey, Fortech, I'm here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You're welcome to come anytime you want.
Yep. You know, I heard you say that. I think I tried to make the last one, but I missed it. So I knew you guys would probably be out here tonight. So that's why I
I'm hoping
stopped
to
by.
go live again, probably Saturday when I'm working on my car. I'll be.
Yep.
I'm hoping I will be going live again on Saturday when I work on my car. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, like I said, I went through a bunch of your stuff today while I was messing around. So I found you on TikTok too. I went ahead and added you out there.
I need to add more stuff, and usually what I do, and you'll see the YouTube fucking thing on it, because I just download my YouTube shorts and throw them on TikTok, because
I do the same stuff, and I'm wondering if they don't, because they said they did like an internet search on my videos and they found like the same videos. So I'm wondering if they don't, because I do that across TikTok, not as much TikTok, but some TikTok, but I do it a lot on Instagram to YouTube. A lot of my shorts and reels are the same.
Well, I've seen so many YouTubes and they all have the TikTok background logo on them.
I know. Here's the thing: when you put stuff on TikTok,
YouTubes and throw them on TikTok.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you put stuff on TikTok, if you allow it to be downloaded, it's free game. Everybody can pretty much
I do not
share everything, and that's the way I do it. I don't care, and I've had people download mine, and then I download it back, and it's just a bunch of crap. I just have to be careful and just make sure I keep my channel, perfect, so they ain't got nothing to bitch about.
No, they can bitch about me all they want. I don't make money off of them. They make money off of me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way it works.
YouTube Premium. I've had it since it was Google, because I've used Google Music for years.
Yep, me too. Same.
And I have the family plan, so there's 4 of us on it.
Yeah, I don't have the family plan.
Until this year, when they doubled the price of it.
Yep, they bumped it up to 13.
They more than 20 something.
Is it? I'm not sure how much. I seen that it did go up.
It was for the family plan. It went up to like almost $25 a month.
Well, just premium went up to like 13, I think, and I like that because you don't have ads and you can play in the background. You can shut your phone off and it still plays.
I listen to YouTube stuff all the time when I can't have my phone on and I got earbuds in, and you just take it off. And now I've got it to where it used to be where it would have the little thing on the. Oh, you can't see me. I just realized my camera's off. You'd have the little video like right here.
Yeah,
now you can shut that off. You don't even have to have that on anymore.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. Like, I was listening to you guys, but yet I'm browsing around, different stuff.
I don't mind if you're in here listening. It still has you as being watching.
Yeah.
But if you're like me, you're a premium. You don't see commercials. They don't show commercials on my lives because I'm not monetized.
Yeah, but you will be here pretty soon. I'm sure you'll get your shit
I am
going good.
I am well over I'm at only 2,470 watch hours out of 4,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't have a lot of long form. All my stuff and all my I've been doing this for almost 4 years, and I didn't have any subs hardly at all until I started doing the shorts thing.
shorts help because there's
Oh
the
my
subscribe
God,
button
they
and they
do.
can just click it.
Yeah, because
Believe it or
it
not,
shows
that
up.
beater bomb video got me a lot of subs.
Yeah,
So I sacrificed a little bit of monetization for a little while. So it'll all work out in the end. And I've never been one to push it. I just do what I do and, take my time and post and do stuff
Well,
whenever, a little bit of
I'm at
lunch money.
11:43 now. That's my.
Yeah, that's good.
I,
And the main thing is when people see your shorts and they see you have a bunch of other videos, they'll subscribe to you,
and that's great. Now they just need to go watch my other videos. Now I
What you'll
will say
do is
my 3-year-old plus video of me putting a long tubes on, the second part of it, is still
Yeah.
the highest video I have. It's at over 50,000 views, and it still makes me the most watch hours non-short.
Well, I've been on my channel for 10 years. So I have and just recently I've gotten more serious with YouTube within the last few years.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things I try not to count on it. I don't count the chickens. I just do whatever. And, I was making a little bit of lunch money off of it, which helps.
Never made a thing off of it. Never really cared because just to be open about this, Pink's Garage is a business. It is a corporation. It is licensed in the U.S. to be it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
It is because everything I buy for it, which is all my car stuff, because I
Yeah.
make videos on them and I post them, and I just don't make money from it. So it becomes a tax write-off because I've never made a dime. If I actually start making money, that's kind of gonna screw me.
Yeah. Haven't got that far where I made so much that I really have to claim it on taxes, but it's coming, and like you said,
anything over $500 a year, you have to claim now.
yeah. Well, I think I may have wrote that we made a little bit like that. I'm not sure. The wife does my taxes.
But I'm
She's a
saying that's
tax lady.
$500 over anything you've spent to make these videos.
Mhm.
So if I buy something to make a video in that year, like I buy a car or a car part, that goes against any profit I make.
Well, I told the wife that this recent car that we just bought, I should be able to write off on my taxes because I'm going to put it on my channel.
Which one did you buy?
We bought a 2020 GT.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely a write-off. It really
And that's
is.
the only car payment I have. We just finished paying off the 16 Focus and everything else is paid for,
I need to do a video on my wife's car, her Edge, but it's an SEL. It's not a fancy one. I need to do videos on that because we bought it, and it's costing me a lot of money. It's been gone for most of the time because we hit a deer.
Yeah. What year is it?
It's a 2022.
Oh, dang. So it's new.
Oh. The problem is, for 9 months of that we've owned it we've owned it for like 12 months now. For 9 of those months, we didn't have it. It was in the shop waiting on parts because they couldn't get the parts. And we have it back now. There's still one part that has to be replaced, but it happened from a tow truck driver moving it from one place to another because they hooked a chain in where they weren't supposed to.
Yikes.
And I've got the new part to put in it because I just said, screw it, just send me the money and I'll fix it myself.
Yeah.
And I just have to do it now.
Well, that's a thing that got my channel going the most, I guess, is little how-to videos, stupid stuff, resetting your sync system or putting this on or watch for
I think-
this, you know,
I think
stuff
I
like
think
that.
one of my next purchases is going to be a Noco battery charger, one of the bigger ones, not the little ones I have now. But because my big battery charger finally died on me, I'm going to buy one of those. And supposedly the reviews and like walkthroughs on those do really well.
Yep. Anything you could post really. Like I always believe any video is better than no video.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I don't really get too crazy on editing. You know, I just put it out there and
I do,
some
though,
stuff takes
because
off, some stuff don't, you know, it just
my
depends.
problem is I have a mental issue here. My editing has to be on point. I edit way more than I probably need to. And
Well, if you go through any of my videos, let me know what you think. Some of it's edited a lot, some's not edited,
I've been through a
and
few of
it
your
doesn't seem to
videos,
make a difference.
but I'll let you know. Anyway, we're gonna end this stream because we've been
Yep.
going on way longer than I usually do.
No problem.
And I thank everybody for coming into on the panel and the chat. Anybody who's still here, thanks for coming. And I will see you in the next one. And until then, I'll see you in the garage.
All right. Peace.